And we're live, by the way. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the grand final analysis of the WLE 10K. This is going to be a very chilled stream, no real formalities. We're just going to be here analyzing the game. I'm joined by my man Alpha Simp on the cam and Odin on the voice. Doesn't have a cam, so we're just going to be talking about this one chilling. But yeah, that's us, done with the formalities. This is just going to be a chill stream, so here we go. By the way, you guys can introduce yourselves if someone for some reason doesn't know who you are.
Yeah, so for people who don't know me, I'm Alpha Simp or Coach Simp, as some people will know me. I actually coach OG. I formerly coached Titan before the roster they broke up. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to say there about me.
I'm Odin. I used to play for DNMK, and now I'm a coach for 7 Heaven in Pro League.
Actually, would you mind like us just casually talking about that on the stream? Hello, everyone. Wait, sorry, I completely butchered that. I had some audio playing in the background. What'd you say?
I don't mind. We can.
Nice. Because like I genuinely just haven't asked you anything about it. Still want to know like how the hell that happened.
Should I tell you now?
Yeah, I guess we have time.
Well, let me think. So like, after leaving DNMK, just took a small break, and then I still want to be in the Rainbow 16 comp. But I wasn't happy with the South African scene, so I just said, yeah, let's try being a coach overseas. And I just started to DM people, email people like tier 1 teams, tier 2 teams. And I emailed the manager of 7th Heaven around February, I think. Maybe January, I'm not sure. And like, after 3-4 months, she answered because she doesn't use her Twitter. So she answered me 4 months later and said, oh, I didn't see the message. And then 1 day later I started trial, and 1 week later I was announced. And yeah, that's it.
Damn.
Not much.
So you're telling me she took like 2 months to even realize you contacted her?
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, they're ghosting me, but no.
That's like, surely they had people apply though. Like, surely you want the own. Like, how does that happen? Is my only question. Like, obviously you're pretty good at what you do, but like.
Reasons. I didn't ask if they had like previous coach or something. So I guess like they didn't have an org. So most people will expect, I want to get cash, I want to make money here. And also I guess because like they went to relegations, barely won the relegation, so people probably thought they trash. They're like, they have no chance to be good at it. And I didn't care, I always liked them even before. So I just took my chance and said, yeah, why not? And I don't do it for the money, even though I don't have any money, but
yeah. I think my game kind of got stuck on a loop there, so I'm just gonna restart that.
Wait, I actually want to ask, how different does it feel like between that region and this region from like your perspective?
Like the playstyle, do you mean?
Player level, play style.
So individual level, like honestly, like they have like much more experience, even though most are unknown players. Probably no one of you knows any of the players of my team, for example. But most of them have been active in the scene for like a long while. Just they didn't have the chance to play in Pro League because there was like no whole APAC region until 2020. So like they have a lot of individual level and also like experience. So that's a big difference between here and there. And play-wise, it's funny because like there's so much variety. Like there are like teams like Fnatic that are super structured, or not super structured, but like the most structured in APAC. Then there are the teams like Elevate, X, Xavier, and Qconfirm that are like just crazy people, but good on it. And it's difficult to say like just for the whole region, but I would say for our team, it's based a lot on teamwork and synergy. And yeah, that's it. Like they see opportunity, they communicate to each other really fast. I'm not sure if that's like some advantage with the language because Anya doesn't talk about that much more than we do. like when I used to scrim, but they just do it somehow. And yeah, the communication is really good, like the teamwork wise, and I think that's a huge aspect for every team there in APAC. Like in South Africa, it would be much more like solo plays. No one will support each other. Maybe one guy comes, but like I've seen in scrims that
Defenders,
people
protect your
just
bomb
like
from
4
being
people
defused by
concentrate on
attackers.
one breach. Like for example, I know a long time ago we scrimmed some team, I can't remember who, and they did the SSG roam, and we breached Jacuzzi, and there was like one guy or 2 people Jacuzzi, and suddenly there were like 3 or 4 defenders contesting Jacuzzi. They got the kill because like if they didn't, they would have refragged already good for them, and if they would have gotten the kill, easy. So yeah, that's a huge aspect I see.
Okay, yeah, so it's a lot more coordinated than what we've got here.
Maybe not coordinated, but like, yeah, I would say not like the best coordination, but like the really good teamwork.
Yeah, the team works better.
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. So basically, the main thing for South Africans to work on to actually try and get to that level is probably teamwork. Then.
yeah. I think like if you have that teamwork, you can build on it. That's like the most important thing, like to have synergy and things like that. Cause like just look at Mist from the Meraki Major. Like I talked to them, obviously they're friends of me, and like they told me that like really good synergy, and they had no strats or anything, and they took like 2 maps from ATK on a best of 5. So just so you can see like how important that is and how useful it is.
Yeah, true. That's actually really interesting to learn about. Okay.
First thing is the Oryx here. I was really surprised by them bringing this out.
I just replay from the start. I wasn't really looking at it.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I've literally just been in the prep phase.
Need to locate and defuse as
What?
many
Do you
bombs
know what
as
they
they can.
banned?
I can quickly try and pull that up. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm just trying to remember what the bans were off the top of my head.
Yeah, because they kept banning the same thing like every single game.
I know ATK banned the Thatcher because that's a pretty standard ban from their side. I'm not sure if they banned the Wamai though.
So, oh wait, no, I'm dumb. On Oregon, it was Maverick and Thatcher on attack and Clash and Wamai on defense. Oh, yeah, I just didn't know really because I've never seen too many top floor roam strats. Like obviously you extend up top maybe into like what do you call this logistics here, and even into kitchen, but like third floor roam or second on this map, I just really haven't seen people use that, and it's kind of weird to use the Oryx.
What I think they were trying to do here would actually be nice to talk to Tom when he does arrive about it.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of emulating what SSG tried to do back in the day when they created their SSG strat on Clubhouse. So I think it's kind of the Oregon version of it. I don't know if you agree with me on this, Odin, or...
10 seconds
Yeah,
to go.
I want to see more the round. Depends like really important how they played out.
10
But like the
seconds
initial setup definitely looks like that. They're gonna roam. I don't know.
If I remember correctly from the playdown, I'm still thinking it looked like, if I remember correctly, they fell down pretty quickly without taking the
Attackers
Yeah.
are moving out to locate a bomb.
I mean, just one thing like compared to SSG, like they have no like drone denial, like
Yeah.
any mute or Mozzie or Vigil.
Attackers
So yeah, I
dropped
guess
the
it's like
diffuser.
just to waste some extra time in a more safe way.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
And Oryx maybe also like for the late flank or something.
Yeah, I was going to say
I'm
the
not sure.
Oryx maybe for that late flank and as well, I think
Yeah.
for the easy setup work. Because they're only running the shotgun on the smoke and the mirror, and those two are both
Yeah.
sitting on the side. So I think really the Oryx is for setup work more than anything else.
I guess it's just because we haven't really, especially in SA play, we haven't seen Oregon too much. I guess the WLE 10K is the first time really kind of shown, but like EUL and stuff they've been experimenting, whereas here, like, we haven't really seen anything. This man here.
Well,
The reason why you
Oryx-
don't see, you can talk first if you want.
no, you talk, sorry.
Okay,
you were
okay.
talking.
So the reason you don't see many roams, it's like a risky play. Like sometimes you can just all die or 2 roamers, and then you're in a huge disadvantage. Because like doing the turtle setup, even now with the new meta, is like so powerful. Like Mozzie, Aruni, Goyo, all those operators are still so hard to clear out, and people like don't want to take the risk to like lose 1 defender, 2 defenders, and then don't have enough utility. So that's why you don't see it that much.
And it's like
And that's exactly what happens.
It's like I always like to think, it's a thing of a 5v5 in the last 30 seconds for defense is always better than a 3v3. You feel more confident as a defender.
Agree.
Just want to see what happened to Oryx. Oh, he literally just got sprayed. No.
From?
I think it's from the master window.
Yeah, so let me pan to the Zofia quick. I can rewind on this.
Oh, unlucky, I guess.
It literally just sprayed through the end. Oh, he did
Yeah,
open the rotate.
It's actually so cool, we can see this.
I'm waiting for the day they let us like view Pro League matches here the same way you can with like on CS:GO.
I think that was because I'm on a Discord where one of the producers for Pro League, he works on APAC and NA. He actually made this drive to make all the replay files publicly available on the Discord, but I guess it just never really took off for all the Pro League games.
It'd be really interesting if they do that. Oh,
Yeah,
excuse
wonder
the voice
why
crack.
it's not like that. Wish I knew.
You see
So
what's
it's-
interesting?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Odin was saying here with the risk of a roam. Now they're in a 3v4 situation here. Yeah, you've got
That's
a mirror
unlucky.
Ooh. Okay, look, wait, go. Can you go
Yeah.
10 seconds back? We'll go to Sophia again.
Yep.
You see, no one is watching the cam. Like, huge mistake. 2 people dead. I wonder what Poza and AML are doing. They should be definitely watching Freezer cam.
So this man is okay. He's just chilling there. Mirror there. I'm so sad you can't spectate dead people to see which cams they're holding.
Yeah, but look at it this way, okay? It's
No, you can't really
1
see
minute
that.
18 on the clock. All 3 of your players are on site, so you haven't got any roamers. And with this side, realistically, at this moment, there's only 2 cams that you should be worrying about, and that would be the one at top of Big Tower Stairs and this one.
I want to see because when he shoots out the cam, obviously it gives audio cue to the mirror, but none of them like really realize. I don't know if the call came out because like surely the Cade knows. Like surely the call came.
I don't think so, because look here, Kane
Yeah.
was looking the wrong direction.
Yeah,
when he
completely
walked
wrong.
through. Look, you just walk in front of the mirror window looking the wrong way.
It's kind of a yikes. James though is, I don't know, maybe he just didn't call it. Like kind of assumed because he's holding the mirror angle passive. If someone does swing through, they'd be able to catch it. Like not realizing. Like let me pause this. Why is my thingy
What's
not?
interesting to me as well is why would they throw the smoke there instead of throwing it on top of the mirror window so that the mirror window effectively becomes useless for like the next 10, 20 seconds?
Can you check if the hatch is open in Freezer?
It is. Yeah, the RX actually opened it when he was up top.
Roam setup.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the thing I realize is you as well. You guys can't see this. Stream can see this, but I'm highlighting here. Let me just try and pan this in the right way again. The attackers, they're on the stairs. I think because the mirror is holding it passive behind her mirror window here. Obviously, she can see when someone swings on through from the stairs, but I don't think. Because like he has visual-based intel, I guess because he didn't see someone coming down the stairs, he didn't realize the angle could be held through the open rotation. He just kind of thought, oh, I can't see anything through my mirror window, so surely they're not coming.
Yeah, but what's really interesting to me is still why they chose to throw the smoke there. If I was Bravado,
Yeah.
I think if you look back at our game, I think it was when we played ATK on Oregon, the first time we played them, we threw it on top of the mirror window, and that mirror window becomes useless then.
So
I mean-
like one thing really interesting, like they chose to go down 3 people Freezer, just to open the mirror window instead from the hatch.
Yeah.
Like that's really risky. Like they could have just thrown it from the open
Attackers have
hatch,
located a bomb.
and they could have even dropped with a sound cue and smoked the mirror off. The mirror would have no clue that someone is in freezer already.
Yeah. You see, that's the one thing that I do like about this setup, though. I think it's a very powerful position. Odin, you'll agree with me. If you tuck yourself in the corner behind that bomb, you are very hard to kill. So I
Probably
think
the best corner on this map, if not any map.
James definitely played it right there by tucking himself in nicely there.
Yeah, I want to see what you guys think of the Cali though, because like, not really any angles to hold with it, and especially in the early roam clear, not really that effective. They didn't bring it here again, so I guess they realized top floor maybe not as useful, but why then think bottom floor it would be useful?
Well, what did you say? The band operators were Thatcher and Maverick.
Thatcher Maverick. Oh yeah, that that explains it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, to be honest, if Maverick's on the board, I wouldn't really recommend a Cali. I don't know if you see it differently, Odin, but
No.
my issue is
Cali.
just that. Would you take the Cali?
No, I hate Kali.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
I think it was actually, I can't remember which Pro League game I watched that. It was it was a game on Villa where it was a 2v1 plant situation where the fuse is going down 0 time. And you had Callie watching. The problem is, like, what we highlighted there is if that Callie misses her first shot, she's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Like, I also think her gadget is like not that good. Like, there's so many times I could have just picked up a Kai charge or a Bandit
10
charge
seconds
before
to
that
go.
explosive even goes off because of the loud sound and the time it takes to explode.
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
So I think it's pretty bad operating. But I guess like they have no better.
Yeah, so that's why I definitely agree with that. The whole issue I have with it is just it's so easy to deal with a Callie, and that she's really a last resort if you haven't got other options.
Like she's not good with her like
Bomb located by attackers.
main gadget, but her gun is also not that good. So not good
The
operating.
Kate's just not placing his charge. Did he trick this round, or am I just missing something?
He probably saw like Q pick, so he thought, yeah, I'm gonna like don't throw it down, so it gets shot instantly.
Yeah.
I see Erie's asking why we're using the replay system and not the stream of the match.
I
yeah.
mean, why not?
Yeah, I think it would probably be easier, and as well, it's nice we can get different angles, so we wouldn't have on the actual stream.
Maybe like go overview and then just go into the spectator of the players when something
Yeah.
interesting happens.
I just wanted to see what the Kate was doing there. But, oh, it is electrified now. You can play this in 1.5 for most of it.
See, what's interesting for me is ATK, the way they play the Oregon, it's not the way that the conventional way of playing it,
Mhm.
I'd say. Well, sorry, it's a more standard way of playing it. It looks very default,
Yeah.
specifically with this site.
Where did that come
So
from?
unless,
Oh, I
unless
remember
something
this.
that-
Wait, I need to.
Yeah.
I want to see this.
Another thing that happens in APAC a lot is a lot of teams try to expand all the way towards the armory side. I don't know. I can't remember if Seven Heaven did it. Odin?
No.
Yeah.
I think it came out of the meta with the new changes.
Yeah.
More people extend now like below, like into dining and things because of the
Yeah.
new like white stairs big window attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
So it's been a long time since I didn't see any of those holds. Like heavy holds. Some people just extend a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting to not see a Jaeger from ATK.
Yeah. I did notice it a couple times. There were a couple times where they weren't playing any Jaegers.
I want to full spectate this because this was a bit of a yikes. I remember this on stream. The absolute
Oh,
whiff
no.
fest.
Oh no.
That's before.
Finally.
No.
Oh no. I don't
I
know.
think the way ATK is playing this is like relying on fragging power a lot, like your Valkyrie, Mozzie, and Melusi combined with intel from Mozzie and Valkyrie. So that's
Yeah.
probably why they didn't take Jaeger. And then you have Smoke, who can just delay time, has a shield, and Kai just to waste time on the breach.
Kind of weird you say they didn't take Jaeger because Wamai like as well as banned. So like most instances you'd assume just take Jaeger because Jaeger. But like, do you think there's more value in other ops in the scenario than Jaeger?
Depends on the playstyle, definitely. And also, like, you don't see any nades from
Attackers
Bravado.
drop the diffuser.
So I think maybe they already knew they don't like to play any nades ops. But yeah, I think Jaeger's still really powerful.
Yeah. My opinion on Jaeger is you should always be taking him. It's never a bad idea to have a Jaeger.
Yeah.
Attackers
I mean,
Yes.
95% pick rates.
Yeah. It's not like you're losing a bad gun taking him. You're getting an amazing gun. Your utility is simple to use. It's put it down, forget about it. It does its job. You get some barbed wire as well as some sound cues. So like, I don't understand unless there's a really big reason for not taking Jaeger. I would just normally try and add him in.
I guess for the whole they were going for top floor. It wasn't like as
10
needed
seconds to go.
because trophy extension wasn't really used. Usually you'd put a player up there assisted by Jaeger, but like nothing. So
Attackers
true.
must locate and defuse a bomb.
What's curious to me as well is that they're using the warden here.
yeah, this was because there isn't really a reason. Let's be honest. Like it wasn't as if they brought a Ying or something.
It's because they like to play on the tower here.
Oh
I've
yeah.
actually tried this. But essentially, if you've got your ADSs here up here plus the warden, like
Yeah, you can see
there's
that.
two ADSs over there. Plus, I don't know if it's as well.
Without any nades, it will be pretty
Yeah.
hard to clear him out.
You won't clear them out.
I mean, yeah, because the vertical angle stops with the Like the section he's playing in is above sight, so you can't really go for the vertical there.
No, it's impossible to clear him out.
And you're assisted by the Melusi. Like he can go from big window from this angle. He's opened up. Hold
Only
this
way you
angle.
clear him out here is like one-on-one gunfight. Either
Yeah,
you
you've got to
win or you
win.
lose it.
You either got to win your one-on-one, or you've got to hope he makes a stupid mistake, like tries rotating out at the worst possible.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, he goes back up for it. Huh? Oh no. Okay.
See, I think he's rotating because he saw that they were not pushing small tower
Yeah.
sides, so he's rotating
Yeah.
to adjust for that.
I mean, what's the play here? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the vertical angles. What are the preferred vertical angles to go for here?
Well, in my opinion, one, you're trying to get an angle over that. There's a small white box, I think, if you go down a floor below, where a lot of people like to plant in the kitchen. There's a small
yeah,
white
yeah.
box. Yeah. So a lot of teams will try to open that wall and put a plant down behind that.
Mm.
And so you'll try
oh.
to have an angle.
Oh, you mean this
Yeah,
thing?
so-
I'll just highlight that
Yeah.
for stream. This
So-
area.
What you would try to get is you would try to have a vertical angle above that, so you can watch the diffuser from above.
Oh yeah, so that's
And
exactly
then-
what that is.
Yeah, and then obviously you'd want hash control because then you can actually watch the door, stop people from rotating in.
I
I
mean,
think the most important angle though is security.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like you don't want anyone there inside there.
that's what the Ash is holding there.
but it's interesting because it's not very often that you see. Well, I think it's starting to become a bit more of a norm now, doing pushes from the other side. But before your standard push,
It would just be
normally
small tower.
from small tower.
The question I have then is, how do you clear out bathroom from this tape? Because literally no way. This showers area.
With a lot of coordination.
Fair enough.
And
A lot
nades,
of, yeah,
then
a lot of
nades.
coordination, lots of nades, capital bolts maybe.
But I think it's still like the easiest attack is small tower.
Yeah.
Like it's so much easier. You don't need to take any map control except small tower. And yeah, if you have shower
Yeah.
control, you already won the round.
Yep.
Like, I think.
Yeah, that's your only big requirement. You need to get the breach open and shower control. Then you can, you've got most of the angles you need to go for a plant.
15
Unexpected.
seconds left.
Let me take
Which
this.
they're doing here, but check there, they didn't actually keep control of shower.
Yeah, that is massive
And of course, it
oversight.
just pushes it back in there.
Did he get kills from this though? Oh, I remember this. He finds one.
Yeah. And I believe Mystic managed to clutch the round if I remember correctly against in a 1v1. But it's like Odin said that you actually need to
Well, they
keep
need
control of
drones.
small tower.
Just
of
this
the
one.
shower area there.
I mean, I'll rewind back to it now, but like, do you think they had the manpower to actually keep control of it? Like, obviously they have drones here, but like, oh no.
What I think they should have done is like just go for trades. Like one pushes the hallway, one or two people push the showers, and just get that kill. Then it would have
Yeah.
probably been a 2v1 if they get one refrag.
Yeah. Look, they made the smart. He made the smart play, and he read into it while retaking the showers area. Because the moment you have showers area, it's hard. Because with the feet holes there as well, it's hard for the person the person who's planted now, like in the situation they were missing, to try and rotate out somewhere.
By the way, do you guys wanna watch each round or just go through the bomb sites? Like we've seen all the bomb sites on defense from ATK now. Do you guys want to just go to Bravado's defense?
No, I'd rather go to each round. Like
Yeah.
big things.
I want to see
can
this round because this is where they actually did, where I think they executed their defense the way they intended. Because if I remember correctly, the Romans didn't get picked off
Defenders, protect
really
your bombs
quickly on
from
this.
being defused by attackers.
What was the? Oh, I remember now. Where the other mirror was placed in this sandwich area, right? Whoa! Oh, nah, yeah. AML taking the damage. I remember that.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, see,
5 seconds remaining.
Realistically, this angle, surely this favors the attackers, like, because even though you're holding big tower stairs, I don't know, I just feel the angle you'd be sitting in there just does not favor you. You've got a
The
window
one
pressure as
watching
well.
into like the tower stairs.
The feet holds, yeah.
Attackers are moving
Yeah.
out to locate a
those
bomb.
holes looking to the floor there. I don't know. I think it's a problem of for the attacker if the person's actively watching that, you're gonna have to pre-fire it and hope your pre-fire lands.
Yeah. I
I
get
think the
it.
better intention, like, probably is their intentions, like, for retakes. Like, if they go for a
Oh, yeah,
flank,
fair enough.
they're gonna flank, and then, like, 90% of the times you will have, like, one tower player if they do, like, a back push. Tower assist player, so easy kill for him if they're not watching it. it will be hard for them to watch it.
I mean, they're already coming down big tower here, and I think there just wasn't anyone up top still. Oh, the
Can
RX
you go
came back.
to that- Was that AML who? Oh yes, this is where AML ended up. He got shotgun by his own
Yeah,
team
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened with South. So you see here again, look at Rowan. He's barely actually taking the congestion. Corso's already dropping down the hatch there, 156.
I mean,
He's in the kitchen.
do you think that style of, I always say like Penta style, back in the day, 2018 airside, do you think that's still applicable in the current meta?
Of hold an angle fallback.
Yes.
Yeah, it wastes time, but the issue is that you need to ensure that when you're holding an angle that you actually successfully fall back without dying.
Mm.
Because look at he nearly did get killed for it. He's on 20 HP.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see,
now-
do they full investment freezer here? Yeah.
It's like what Odin and I was saying earlier, where it's a 5v5. All the players are on site now. So as a defender, you do feel a bit more comfortable because you can hold crossfires on all the entrances.
I think the play there is correct, like roam and fall back, but I don't think the Oryx pick is worth it at all.
Yeah, I'd rather have taken a mutant than taken the
Yeah, a mute
Right
can
now.
do the same work. I don't know, like even a Jaeger.
yeah.
Yeah, because
or
if
the better
you,
operator.
because
What you could actually add into this lineup here, because they've got the mute, you could have taken a Mozzie or a
Yeah,
Valkyrie, then you get
Mozzie.
the extra intel, or you can go with the Mozzie, you can go for the drone denial plus a bit more intel.
my thought is obviously RX can jump up hatches, but like, it's not really you're really useless. I mean, like useful. Let's be honest, because especially for the play they're going for, where they try and delay and fall back. Surely you don't go up top again with the RX upper hatch.
Yeah, like it's unlikely. Either the hatches will be closed, reinforced off.
He opened
And
most of them.
Yeah, I mean like if he's now basement, probably the meeting hatch should be reinforced. Then the laundry hatch should reinforce that also.
Yeah.
You see,
So
I
the-
think that idea of
Oh, no, they
hopping back up.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I think the idea of hopping back up it could have been more viable if Bravado had lost players,
Mm.
because then they wouldn't be able to watch all the flanks and they wouldn't have all the control they need. But with 5 players, they've got the map control.
Yeah. It's like you like just don't need it, I guess.
Attackers have
Yeah.
located a bomb.
What did Minter do? They go back 5 seconds.
Minted, where is he? There we go. He just
Oh, he
dropped.
just
He just dropped.
Bomb has been located.
And then Corsa dies off this angle.
I'm not sure why Minter did it. Okay. I'm not sure why he dropped it so early.
Oh yeah,
this is
oh
where-
I remember this, yeah.
Where Mystic just ran in with a pistol.
No, it's where Airy came for the flank. They just didn't know he was positioned at all. And then it's just figure. Oh, there we go.
You see, that was actually well coordinated by Bravado there. I've got to give that to them. I think Mystic dropped a bit, or was it Minted? Sorry, Minted dropped a bit early off the hatch. I think he should have waited like another second before he dropped, but it was
no.
well coordinated.
Protect your bomb.
They had a Valk in that last round, right? Yeah.
No, the last
No,
round,
oh no, they didn't. Do you think they're kind of over-investing in utility ops, like instead of intel ops? Because I've seen quite a few times this game even, they just don't know where the attacking players are coming from.
I think like they played Oryx, like you don't get any utility out of it. Then mute smoke, it's like basic.
Mm.
They had the Jaeger probably,
Yeah, I think so.
and I don't know the last one. I think like you should have probably had Melusi. Oh yeah, Mira of course. I think Mira is like a combination of utility and intel. So they probably needed like a Valkyrie or a Melusi, and they would have been good, I think.
Yeah, look, with the new meta that's coming in, it's not like you can't play with shields anymore. You still can. It's just
5
in your
seconds to go.
setups, or well, it's not like you can't use utility
Attackers'
anymore
objective is to
or
locate
go
a
for
bomb
like
and defuse it.
static
Mm.
utility. Because reality is you still can. You just need to know that utility is probably going to die sooner on than what it did before. It's not going to take half a round just to clear out one shield.
Mm. I mean, so do you think they're just then trying to go like both things, where they're playing the utility style where once they fall back to side they kind of just turtle, but also the early roam strat where they just fall back?
I think it's more they're trying to find something they're still comfortable with. They don't want to go too light on utility because they don't
Attackers
feel
have
comfortable.
recovered their diffuser.
But they don't want to overinvest in it either because then they are going to use that utility
Attackers
quite a
have
bit.
dropped the bomb diffuser.
Yenna Jaeger was aggressive there. Yikes. I'll rewind that quick.
Was this the round that they just rushed into the site?
No, so this was the downstairs, everything just happened. AML came here from the flank, they were trying to isolate Corza, they didn't know about AML down below.
I think here big mistake is just one door.
Yeah.
Entry.
Dropped.
Yeah.
Like they should have at least one small tower. Like this guy, but pretty late.
If you could, yeah, in my opinion, if you're gonna, like, they clearly wanted to get this kitchen control.
Mm.
Which I can agree with. They should have done it, but they should have found a better way than just to push from one direction like that.
Yeah.
Like usually, like
But-
you want to send one guy green, and the main push would be like dining and showers hallway.
But what
Yeah.
it seemed to me is they kind of, going into the round, they didn't think, oh, let's take control of kitchen. It was kind of a reaction based off of Ash pushing here, realizing Malusi is there, because he spots him out, and you see there's a drone as well. I think they were just going for like basic roam clear. They spot the Malusi. Ash goes in to get the frag. But once AML comes in, they're just completely thrown over. They thought it was going to be a quick roam clear. But like, yeah, he comes in and it's a lot bigger of a deal than they thought.
What I'm curious is why was no one helping this Ash? She was trying to back up and she knew she was going to get swung, but no one tried covering her.
Yeah, like the hallway was empty.
Check, who's that who runs later? Is that the...
Oh, well, he got killed himself. Away from.
this thing?
Yeah.
He ran left and I think he got killed from the vertical. I don't know why he didn't just keep holding... Yeah, he got killed from the vertical.
Bomb diffuser.
So why didn't he just hold the angle and try and refrag the Ash instantly?
Just don't know AML would be monkey.
I think they should have not swung. They should have just waited as soon as they know. Okay, one guy
Yeah.
is dining. Like the Yana was in small tower somewhere.
Mm.
Or I think white window actually.
She was the one droning at the start for the Ash.
Yeah, Yana ended up refragging the Jaeger as he tried pushing back into security.
Like that's too late, and like too much extension from the Ash. Like she should have just waited. And if Yana droned, that was a mistake. Yana should not drone. Like she should just drone herself in maybe if she's gonna sneak up from small tower. And also like there was no droning in meeting, and Mystic died to it.
I really like what they do here, where they try and still go for a pincer even though there are only 2 people. Where this I really like to remember is the Yana's kind of baiting. Sledge just comes around, easy kill. He had absolutely. I feel like this is still an issue for ATK because they just don't have intel. Like surely they know the Sledge is here. He shot out top armory stairs cam like a few seconds ago.
But it was like that one play where we were
this?
talking basement where...
Yeah, the cam is active again.
Yeah.
2 people dead again, no one watching. Like such a shame.
It's
And also
they
no
could-
hardware, nothing there.
They could have had all the because they knew that Yana was there.
Mm.
They were all focused on her. So one person watching that cam would have made the world's difference of
Attackers
saying,
have
"Oh,
located a bomb."
okay, the other person's on that side. So you watch this, I'll watch that." There we go.
Also, they shouldn't have swung even if they knew Yana's there. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you need to swing? There's no way 2 people are just gonna walk up white stairs.
See, like, I guess they made the assumption of, oh, there's only 2 of them left. They're probably going to try and push together. But at the same time, you should still be watching those cams and figuring it and finding that.
Mm.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
Oh, they go back down below here. By the way, Tom is going to be joining us in like 7 minutes, I think.
Okay, cool. I actually want to ask him about that. It
Yeah.
wasn't from this match, but about his previous game with Bravado, where he reversed, where they reinforced the constant garage wall on the outside.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Odin. Did you ever look at that?
No, I didn't see that. From outside.
Yeah, on constant, what they do is the garage wall.
Oh,
adds
that.
the ground,
that.
adds the ground.
So they ran
Adds the
out
ground-
and reinforced
Yeah,
it.
they run out and reinforce it on the outside.
Okay, I don't see.
5 seconds
What's
left.
Yeah, because at first I thought it was about the K charge, but then I went to a custom game and checked, and it did nothing with the K charge. You could still shoot it, you could still nade it, so I'm not sure why he did that.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
See, ATK is sticking with the mirror, but I'm not sure that the mirrors play. My problem with mirror is that she works until the team knows what you're going to do with her, because then she becomes easy to counter.
Yeah, they've still got the smokes on the Twitch, so could do the same thing again.
Yeah.
important, like, is that the mirrors are covered,
Attackers drop the diffuser.
so a Twitchon can just not open it.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, it's really hard to open it.
But I see they
Also-
did completely swap the strat here though, ATK. They didn't go for that same.
Yeah,
roam.
it's like a small tower roam instead of up top in dorms.
Yeah.
I think this was probably the play.
Oh, this is the round we highlighted on the stream, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, we AML just didn't respond to the fact that he got droned out.
Yeah.
The coordination from Eli.
What? Oh, there you go. Odin, by the way. So, you see the drone, AML, he sees it, he shoots it, and he just like doesn't respond based off the intel. He just holds the same thing, kind of.
Like, his play was, can you watch him?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this big mistake was, was not a big mistake to not shoot the drone, because it could have been really likely that someone is just behind the drone.
Yeah.
But I think the positioning was the bigger mistake. Like, there's no way you can leave that if they know you're there.
Yeah, if
So
you
that-
sit in small tower, it's so easy to block someone off
Yeah.
the rotating back. There's no hatches, there's no way back. You're kind of
It's literally
facing
only
either.
kitchen door to get out of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like there's no need for this desperate plays when
Attackers
you're like
will cover the
3-2 on
bomb
advantage, like ground advantage, or you're playing basement. Something really strong to defend.
You see,
Oh,
in
and this is-
Bravado did the exact same thing here again, where they've got someone pushing freezer, they've got two people pushing that's pushing through.
Is the other
the-
mirror window in the small room? Like the small room connector?
Uh,
For
yeah.
Electrical, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, they had it by electrical to watch blue.
Oh, here I think what you should do is you don't put down one mirror window.
Yeah, you
They're,
keep
they're
it.
electrical,
Yeah.
and then like you just look where they push from. Like I don't think they have any problems with reinforcement, so you can reinforce like the one wall in.
So you're
small room.
saying if they push here, you put the mirror window here.
Yeah.
Okay. I get. Yeah, that could work.
But as well, if you can go to E-like for this play,
Yep.
this is where again with the ATK with their intel, they night showed someone who was here. They should have expected that he was still here. They just completely forgot that the push was happening here. Because I still remember watching this and talking about it. They just completely forgot that he was here.
Let's see.
15 seconds left.
Look,
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me go back to that.
They just forgot he was here.
Come on. Oh well, they didn't feed the information to the Cade. The mute knew he was still holding it passive.
Probably the case. Why did you
Who's the player on the Cade the whole time? Because remember when it was oblivious to freezer states last time.
I think that was also on the Cade actually.
Yeah, it is.
Also surprised to not see Melusi that much from ATK.
Defenders,
Like
protect your
she's
bombs
honestly
from
OP
being
on this
defeated by
map or
attackers.
any map.
Now she's still really strong, so I don't know why you wouldn't be taking her.
Yeah.
Does APAC region use it a lot?
A lot. Like, but I don't not only APAC, like almost every region just
Yeah.
uses her because why not? Like you have a great gun and you have like a really good gadget.
Yeah,
Like-
look, it's a good gadget. It gives a sound
Yeah.
cue. It's like barbed wire. It slows them down. It wastes utility if they need to shoot it at
Bomb
a
located
distance.
by attackers.
And like
10
there's some
seconds
ways you
remaining.
can place it that even if they know it's there, even though they have the utility, they can
Attackers
only
are
clear it
moving
like for
to the
example
bomb.
with a nade and just deny the white swing, for example, if you put it like just next to the door.
Attackers
I don't know
have
why
dropped
they're
the
not
bomb
doing it.
diffuser.
Yes, Mr.
What
Tom.
was that?
Hello
Oh,
there.
hello.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
I'm chilling. Have you ever used OBS Ninja before?
OBS Ninja?
OBS Ninja.
I have not, no.
So just like Google OBS Ninja, you should find it there.
Yeah,
it's
doing
like
that
a
right now.
it's a website plugin thing that allows me to use your facecam on my side.
Okay. Yeah.
So
And then just
so go
add
to
your
web,
camera.
add camera, and it should create a link once you've done it.
I need to allow camera permissions.
Yeah.
Okay, allow.
By the way, I have the UL pulled up here. Apparently, Rogue have a performance coach. I did not know that.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
as well. They they had they've got a mental coach as well.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the performance coach. So like what a
Yeah.
performance coach usually does is like nothing with game related things. It's all about psychology, routine, and all that things. Like I watched the interview, was I think Mipi and
Yeah.
Arkoth, and I think she's called Bernetta or something, and she studied something like that. So it's nothing with game. It's all about psychology and all these things.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the most important parts of like Siege in general, like any sport, right? If your psychology doesn't match up, you lose.
Yeah.
By the way, just quickly mute your mic input on the webcam on OBS Ninja.
The webcam is on.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay, it is muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Thank you.
Tom, I actually want to ask
Sorry
before we
about
go on with this review. It's about your consulate. It's about one of your consulate strategies. Okay.
Yeah.
Your basement.
Yeah.
Why do you put the reinforcement on the outside?
Because you can place a Kaid claw that can't get shot from above.
I'm so curious where you put that because when I was experimenting, I couldn't find it anywhere. Everywhere I put that Kate claw.
Like you can still shoot it, but it's just much more difficult, and you need to go use one specific angle. The issue, like the first time, it worked perfectly, right? Like you against OG, it worked perfectly. Against Bravado, right?
Yeah, it was Bravado.
It worked very well. They couldn't get the wall open, and that's why we won the round. And then the second one, there was miscommunication, which messed the whole thing up, and then the wall was still open at the beginning of the round.
See, we thought it was purely mental. Like we thought it was literally just for the second time you went there, so you could get the player up top, have them rushing through, just not checking the CEO window, like just purely the mental game.
That was a development that came through that as well, because we thought, like, we tried it out in a custom game, and if you just sprint for it, there's like a 50% chance that you get the shot. And that's why we just said, hey, like, just spawn peek, right?
Easy.
And we got the kill, but then there was miscommunication. There was like, I think Pancake said, hey, can someone watch yellow? And just no one watched yellow, and a guy just pushed in and killed everyone, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because I was so curious about it, because I was like thinking, okay, it's not to stop nades, because you can still nade it through the drone hole.
And not a hard, like, it's more difficult to still nade it, right?
Yeah.
It just creates, like, it makes everything more difficult.
Okay, because I was wondering, because like, it didn't stop us from doing anything. If anything, it just made us take like an extra second or two with what we were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked why don't you play a lot of Melusi and Oregon?
Us?
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, I don't like, in our strategies and stuff like that, Melusi is a big part, but we noticed through scrims that we don't get a lot of value through the Melusi, and she's incredibly strong in the combination with Clash, how we normally play it. But we knew that Clash is gonna get banned, so we adapted into a more flexible playstyle, which worked like a couple of rounds, right? And then again, there was just like, I mean, Oregon was their map, right? We knew that. We just, like, it was just, okay, what maps do we actually want to play? And we didn't want to play Consulate again, because due to like Consulate is a map where if you mess up, you lose.
Yeah.
And that's just bad for your mental game. And that's why we decided to play Oregon instead. Like, we knew they're gonna pick Oregon. But that allowed us to play our cafe, which we wanted to play. And the rest of the maps were basically 50-50. Like Oregon, I think we knew, okay, it's probably their map. But if we play our game and we manage to throw them off, we have like 30% chance of winning.
Yeah.
And so we just took that gamble.
No, because I think it was like what I said to Kanye, is that it's a big, before the match actually was, it was actually a big gamble going to Oregon, because it's since the Regicide days, back before Eli joined, Oregon's always been a ridiculously strong map for them.
Yeah, Absolutely. And
yeah, and to be honest, if I was in Europe, your seat, I probably would have suggested maybe going to Consulate, even though I know we've lost already, purely because it's not Oregon.
yes, but then right, the mindset comes in. If we manage to beat them on their map,
Yeah,
we're gonna win. We're gonna win it, right?
yeah.
And
true.
because we're already like a map down, right? We have to take some chances, and that's why like a lot of mindset was involved there.
Yeah,
And it was also just a comfortability issue. Like even though we knew that yes, like Bravado, their map is Oregon, we were still more comfortable on an individual level playing Oregon than playing Consulate.
okay, yeah, true. No, 'cause what's your guys' record in the moment? Recently, you lost to my boys, unfortunately for you guys.
Yeah.
Consulate, and then also you lost to Bravado there, so not the greatest record there.
Exactly, but at the same time, right, both of those losses weren't because our strats were bad or stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? It
It's
wasn't
mistakes.
a misunderstanding
15
of
seconds
the...
to go.
No, like, it wasn't a misunderstanding of the map or our strategies.
10 seconds left.
It was based purely off comfortability and people not really knowing what
5
to do,
seconds to
right?
go.
Yeah,
There were just a bunch of issues that way that you can't resolve within a day.
yeah.
Right, and that's why we decided to just go to Oregon, which we already prepared against Bravado. We scrimmed it against them before them, and we knew that we get slapped. But we're just like, nah, we're gonna slap them.
Can you replay the first attacking round?
Defenders,
Yep.
protect your
Yeah, I kinda
bombs
wanna-
from being defused by
I want to
attackers.
see something interesting there. I think they were running an Ella shotgun.
Yep, you saw correctly.
Why don't I remember that from the actual match?
I was busy screaming, so... Oh wait, no, I wasn't casting this. But I was screaming in the background.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
You want to watch the
defused
whole
by
thing or
attackers.
just where the LR shotgun was used?
The whole thing. Always
Yeah.
watch the whole story.
What I saw here is quite weird. The Aruni placed the gate on the wrong side. I don't know why. Placed it on the side of the wall. Oh, the...
Yeah, so it can't.
you can't reactivate it, yeah.
Of a bomb. 10 seconds left before insertion.
I was quite...
5 seconds.
Like, I understand this shield extension because you can play it in the doorway,
Attacker's
but
objective is
stop.
to defuse the bomb.
Why there?
I think it's more so that you can get away better.
Or which that one?
That one,
That
yeah.
is one of the best siege in the
Attackers have dropped the
shields in the
bomb
entire game.
Yeah.
It allows you to get a pixel onto trophy door,
Trophy
like you can
door.
sit there.
Wait, no way.
a hunting door.
Oh,
Yeah, you
oh,
can
whoa.
sit in that shield and,
Oh,
and get a
okay.
pixel angle onto the door.
And then as well
That's
as
why that is there.
yeah,
And
as
it
well as
also allows you
yeah.
to do like play around it
Attackers have
to
recovered their
deny
defuse.
dorm as well. And
Yeah,
like
and you
for
can-
us, right, our heart breacher died because of the spawn peak. Because of miscommunication, the door got opened early, and we already knew, okay, this is gonna be a lost round.
Yeah.
At this point, we already knew, okay, it's already over, right? It's like just try to get some.
Actually, something that Kanye was talking about earlier. You guys were running the Cali. Was that purely just because Thatcher and Maverick were off the board?
Yes, yes, exactly. On the upstairs hold, you can get everything with the Twitch, right?
Yeah.
That's why we didn't bring it here. But on the downstairs hold, it's just impossible, right?
So did you guys prep it or was it purely reactionary based off of the bans?
It was based off the bans, but of course we already knew that yes, if both is banned, you need the Twitch
Yeah.
or the Cully. And then people are also just comfortable on, like James is just comfortable on the Cully, right? That's just an op that he's comfortable on, and that's why he also decided to play it. One of the mistakes I think that we did is not banning the Kaid, because as you probably saw in our defenses, we didn't utilize the Kaid properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
You see,
collective
my
young.
issue is if because I know you guys always ban the. If you go back there 5 seconds, you can actually see someone entering the pixel there.
The shield pixel.
Yeah.
He's playing on it.
It was from like this view. You could see the person hopping in the
What is
pixel.
that? The Malusi? There we go, a bit back.
I did see them walk into the pixel and hold it for a second. Oh no, never mind. I saw something else. Then.
That's chill. But this I want to talk about. Just no drone walks in.
Yeah, like that's something that we like. Right, we came into this game and into this whole tournament unprepared, like underprepared because of personal issues that certain players experienced.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have a proper mindset. There was lots of miscommunication and just, I mean, right? How like Rowan should not lose that gun.
Okay, yeah, Rowan shouldn't have missed
That's
that.
not a gunfight that Rowan loses normally. But like it was just like we were underprepared and we played badly. That's why we lost.
10 seconds to go.
Look, as well, it's ATK. I've noticed quite a few missed drones from you guys in the past couple like
10
matches.
seconds remaining.
Not to speak ill, but like I've just
Yeah.
it's just something I've been noticing recently. It's been like a common mistake.
Yeah, there has been lots. And like that's something that we have been working on, right? One of the biggest mistakes we have is that our entries are too far behind the drones and our drones are too far ahead of the entries. And that misdirection, right? That miscommunication is just one of the issues why we didn't play to the level that we expect of ourselves.
I was actually wanting to ask this, James. What role is he taking in the team? Because as well, there's a couple of times where we scrimmed you guys. I think it was on a villa map where he was running more fragging, and now I see he's gone back more to a flex.
We're
Flexible.
playing in general. We're very flexible in our like everybody has to roll, but the way we play is very flexible and off of each other. And James normally is like the second heart breach, second support kind of role.
Yeah.
But the way that we play is we basically one hard support and then 4 entries.
Attacker's objective is to
Right,
locate
we
a
have
bomb and defuse it.
Pancake on the proper support, and then the rest of our guys are just like, yes, just go frag, right? With some playing a bit more health back, but yeah, that's the basic mindset.
Does the mute spot here on top of that laundry thing still work? Just a quick question.
To get the hatch?
Not to, it,
Yeah,
it
the
doesn't
question
get
is
high.
this.
It does get the hatch? Because, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
the hatch
yeah,
is-
it's right above.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, so many people.
May I ask, why do you play double heart breach on this map? Like, yeah, like proper double heart breach.
Like, that is like, we just, like, with the mirror being included, you need the Hibana, right? Because the ace doesn't work against the mirror. And then the ace is just better than the thermites, because the Hibana can't open up everything that you'd want, like on her own. That's why we picked both heart breachers.
It's quite.
Basically, ace is the normal heart breach, and then Hibana is just a mirror counter.
I think,
Quite-
personally, I think the Hibana would have been enough. Maybe with like one attacker with like the secondary heart breach.
Yeah, that might have been enough.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait,
In my honest opinion, it's never a bad idea to take a Hibana anyway, because at the end of the day, look, you've got 3 flashes with her, you've got hard breach, and you've got a good gun with her, so it's never a bad thing to have a Hibana, in my opinion.
which player
I
is
think
that?
Hibana
Now,
is just better heart.
Something quite interesting that I noticed is we did get the electrical hatch open, which that isn't possible with Kaid,
I
right?
don't
If you
think- I
play
don't
the
think
Kaid
they-
charge properly, you can't get that open.
I don't think they put the K charge.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Yeah,
Wait,
there
was
was no
it?
Kaid charge.
Oh no,
That's
he.
painful.
I mean, or we just Kali'd it, but like that's
No.
that is possible.
I think he Kali'd it in anyway, but there wasn't anything on it. Yeah, there just wasn't anything on it. Where do you use those?
Yeah,
Let me try
I
to
don't know.
find it.
Probably on the
Oh,
the
yeah.
electrical hatch, yeah, and then probably on the mirror window. No.
No.
In the pocket.
Is it in
Yeah,
pocket? No, it's not.
Pocket, no.
Where do you use this? No, he placed that and just didn't realize I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Let me try to find it.
Okay.
Think, personally, I think the Hibana would have been enough. Maybe with like one defend attacker with like the secondary heart breach.
That's
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
maybe he tried to place it like.
Oh wait, no,
But
it's
look-
there, it's
Oh,
there.
it's on
Yeah.
that wall.
Yeah.
No, it's on the hatch. Wait, was it?
Okay, but then that's just a bad Kaid placement, right? You can
they
place
just
the
placed it
Kaid
wrong.
that it's impossible to get.
Oh, the
Wait,
Kelly
but
charge. There
why?
it is.
But wait, what? Like,
Right,
there's
if
no.
you-
Look at there it goes live, and there the Kelly.
Yeah,
gets it.
there's the Kaid.
Oh, so
But
did
you
he
can-
juggle it?
I don't think so, because it was just placed incorrectly, right? You don't need to juggle that.
Yeah.
You can place it inside of the B bump site, and it gets the hatch. I think you can
Where are you
even
talking
place
about?
it,
Yeah, on like top of this wall.
Yeah, like over the door, more or less.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
even
okay.
you can even if you place it right, you can place it so it gets that this wall on the left there and gets the hatch.
Yeah. Now,
It's kind of strange for me seeing like one team, the extents of Rome, one team just full bunker it, but it kind of transpires the same way, where most of the gunfights happen in this last phase. Because Tom, you guys, like obviously you play the strat where you just take the or don't take the gunfights initially, you just kind of fall back, especially with the Oryx. Like, do you think here they wasted enough time? Because I mean, you're still taking time to get these angles open, but 40 seconds, like, there's still time for this execute to happen. If you need to rate Bravado's strategy for them, like,
Bomb located
the
by
strategy,
attackers.
right? It's basic, right? But there's certain mistakes, like to get in a 2v2 with Kaid being on the board and both Maverick and Thatcher being banned. That should never be the case, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I know we also
Bomb has
lost,
been located.
but like our strat was terrible for this exact ban phase. It was
15
terrible.
seconds to
It
go.
was not made for this.
It's
I should have been not lost. Like this should have been like easy win for Bravado.
yeah.
Not so close.
As well, what's interesting for me is like if you look at Oregon, the basement hold, there's always been in the beginning it wasn't as extensive in this thing of where you would kind of anchor it down. In the beginning, especially when Oregon first got added in, there was a lot more roam presence. What I think now is you tend to see a lot
Attackers need to
more
locate
the
and
way
defuse
I'm going to use BDS as an example here because I think they do it the best. Where you've got Shaiko sitting in his little corner there,
On pillar.
and they all just sit on site. And I think that's how it's slowly starting to transition, in my opinion.
That is, but like I think like yes, EU is like the gold standard, right?
Yeah.
But the way that the attackers play in
Bomb
EU
located by
versus
attackers.
ZA is incredibly
Yeah.
different, right? The amount of crouch walking ashes in ZA,
you,
right?
you don't have a monkey hopping out of windows.
You don't
randomly
have
for
Doppler
no
drop
reason.
shots.
I mean,
Player
right?
pick a
Like,
Maluti.
in some way, you need to be prepared for that, right? And that's why
Yeah.
Malutia has a lot of
10 seconds
presence
left.
and also value in in ZA
5
versus
seconds
in
left.
EU it's just utility dump, right?
Yeah.
But if you have a crouch walking ash, she doesn't want to destroy it because she wants to be silent.
I know. I think you shouldn't get punished by crouch walking guy on basement. Like other maps, I understand, but basement, like there are 3 stairs.
Yeah. Basement, you've got 3 entrances. You've got cameras watching 2 within the third one. You can just put it in 2
Yeah.
barricades to sound.
I saw 2 times already of you no cam watch when 2 people were dead, and you died to that 2 times.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was pretty painful to watch.
yeah, trust me, it was very painful to watch.
Yeah, you were sitting there watching it live, like, no, come on, guys.
Yeah. Like the amount of mistakes that we did is just like, it's unfortunate.
I really like how you guys read into them having no small tower presence very early on, because you put, can't remember who it was, on the warden, assisted by someone in
Adam.
dorms. Yeah.
Yes. That strat is so, like the first time when we dry ran it, right? And it was like, nah, this isn't gonna work. And I was like, maybe we can make it work. And then it worked out like
The attacker's
perfectly
bomb
the way it's
diffuser
meant
has
to
been
be.
dropped. Attackers recovered the
Where
bomb
was when I
diffuser.
saw it the first time? I think it was. Where did I see it for the first time? Actually playing up. Okay, you see that here Bravado made a mistake of giving up the showers too easily.
Yeah, but at the same time, the guy in showers couldn't hold because he didn't have
Yeah.
any support, right? There was
Yeah.
no one playing 90, he was just alone in there.
Attackers dropped
And
No
then the
shields,
combination
no
of
EDS.
flashes.
Recovered
Yeah,
the diffuser.
nothing to support him. Yeah, and then he.
Like,
I
Honestly,
think
showers
there
is
was-
the most important room on this bomb side. Like, you probably have to dump in 50 to 70% of your utility there,
Yeah.
and the rest.
Exactly, and we just got a free walk-in, right? And even got a kill out of it. And now there's nothing that defenders can do.
Was that down with the with the
Oh, what?
No, I think that was a nade from Figure.
that was a nade?
I'm
I don't know why I
jumping
thought it was a Zofia charge.
Is there a nade? Yeah, there's a nade. You see the sledge
Oh, it is
chucking.
a nade,
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful to watch on the overview.
Defender has been discovered.
And like, you still have utility left. I mean, Sledge 22, flashes on Corza, and a lot of util on Zof. Just helps so much with the initial entry onto the bomb
but
site
we
here.
didn't
Yeah, you didn't need it.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how did we take showers? We opened up the wall with one ash charge and then used 3 flashbangs at the Hibana.
Mm.
And that's our entry into shower.
Yeah, one flash would have been enough because there was no ADS. Like,
Yeah, they had nothing.
Yes, right?
You see, I think
But-
as well, this is why a lot of teams, especially if you look at, I think Odin, your team actually do it. They started transitioning to the meeting side because you don't have to keep control of showers. But at the same time, I think your team, Odin, you guys actually faked it as being below.
yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
it's actually really
What
interesting.
did-
when I saw
what did
it.
they do?
Wait, what?
So we played meeting, but setting it up like a basement roam. So the opponents we left two entries really low, like
Defenders,
low
protect your
presence,
bombs
low
from being
utility,
defused
like
by
there was
attackers.
the bunker and the main stairs. So they purposely rush it. So like we planned that they will
Oh,
rush
yeah.
it, and they did it, and we won.
Nice.
As what was kind of interesting to me here was Devon. Obviously, he was kind of Bravado's fragger, but I see here he actually had a negative KD, and he actually went negative on his entries as well over the entire series.
Mystic was the only one really showing up on this map. Later
I
on.
mean, in general, Mystic carried them, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was... On every map, he had like 14 kills or something like that.
Attackers are moving out to locate
And
a bomb
that's,
defuse
like, that's our mistake, right? That's not something that we should allow to happen.
Mm.
Yeah. It means you're threatening to shut down one guy, and it's costing you rounds.
Yeah, exactly. And like that one guy just manages to pick up on our individual mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's just mistakes, right? That's what most of the series came down to.
It's sad.
I think that's how I said OG felt on that last. I think it was when our match point round on Theme Park against you guys.
Yeah.
We made the huge mistake. We were in a 2v1 and we both and Cannibal and Dropshot both swung the door at the same time.
Oh. Where he TK'd the one.
Yeah.
Is that the round?
When
Uh-huh.
Dropshot TK'd
Yeah.
and me just got instantly killed by James.
Yeah.
Because that should have been our match and we just threw it to a stupid mistake there.
I mean, to be honest, in the last round, y'all didn't play a hard breach.
Okay, yeah. Let me put it this way, okay?
On Theme Park.
Yeah, let me put it this way. What happened there is, so I'm going to quote Cannibal here. He said, okay, on last time we attacked, he said to the IGL dropshot said, let's go aggressive, which worked out because we managed to get like those last 2 attacking rounds for ourselves before we swapped over to our defensive half. But then what Cannibal said, for some reason in his head, he went back to the mindset of, I'm going to go really aggressive and pick the Zofia as his natural state. Instead of clicking on hard breach, because as well, it's not a normal role for him.
I want to highlight this. The Cali player was really good. But is Droppy the IGL? I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's been... it's been a combination of him, and then everyone does a bit of IGLing. But he's kind of like the main IGL, and then Cannibal's calling the shots for executes.
I wonder why they put that Rooney outside.
Did they do it again this time? Yeah.
they put it on the same
Why?
side. I don't know if it's just laziness.
But it's even harder. Like you walk out and then you turn around. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, like, if you look at this round from the attacker's perspective, we pushed Attic way too late, and we didn't have... Right? The Attic push needs to be in combination with the trophy wall getting opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen, and so they just got an easy frag. and
Well-
now the guy
Oh,
pushing
here's
attic.
a miss drone from your thermite, I think, because he didn't. Did he know the? Who is that? Is that mute?
Yeah, it's mute.
Yeah, did he know the
Drone.
mute was there?
Yeah, because
I don't think.
the thermite's
I
on
don't
bottom
think he
floor. Yeah,
Who's that in the?
it's the mute, right? Yeah.
Right.
So am I just running basement though?
Oh, it's-
Like he's running meetings, so he doesn't
My
get killed in the
sorry,
air.
guys, my eyes are so bad.
But yeah, so like that position should be known.
Oh, no, here. Who's
Yeah, 100%, right? No, that
Let's
is
figure.
the thermite pushing up here, right?
It was thermite, yeah. The thermite just didn't know he was there.
One of our basic mistakes that we did is we didn't have any nades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was Yana banned?
Because
No,
No.
Yana was in play.
no, but like, we're just because of our issues that we had as a team, we were just so used to playing the Maverick that we got complacent and we're like, oh yeah, we don't need any other nades, we have the Maverick. And then when we didn't have the Maverick switched over to a Kali, and we picked a second Heart Breacher, and so in the end we just didn't have nades to do anything, right?
Yeah. In my opinion, nades are probably the most important utility at the moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially
Yana
with
and
Ayana, right? She
Yeah.
has the same amount of util destruction than an Ashe. And so the Ashe Ayana combo is really strong.
Yeah.
Or the Ashe Soph combo.
I think it should be a must pick on like maps like Oregon or Villa. Or
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, basically every map which isn't reliant on repelling. Right? On Consulate, Ayana is trash because she can't use her gadget.
Oh, why you say that? Oh, I get
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you
Because
can't get
while
into the
on
windows.
repel,
Yeah.
you can't go into your
They should really change that.
hologram.
Yeah.
5 seconds left.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I kind
it's
of
fine.
physics don't make
The problem
sense.
is, I think the moment you do that, you're even more of a sitting duck than what you really are with Yana.
Yeah. On the repel, you kind of screwed.
Because then you're sitting duck, and then as well, it's not like you can. It's an even slower adjustment than what it would be before.
Yeah.
Ooh, reinforcing of Frieza. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, reinforcing your freezer. I seen the Mozzie is playing here, but still, it's kind of it's free real estate to be honest. As long
I
as
mean, especially the Mozzie is now basically a free kill, right?
yeah.
Because there is no
Did it.
crossfire to support him.
If you get that hatch, and you have people pushing and you use nades, he's a free kill.
Okay.
You're either gonna push him out or you're gonna kill him.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah,
thing.
but
They had to
no,
use the Cade on the
Again,
wall.
we didn't have names.
A bomb has been
Now you see the
located.
adaptation, we didn't bring the Hibana. Instead
Yeah.
we bring Soph Zero with a Heart Breach
Yeah.
device.
Wait,
But
he's
again,
not
you
even
don't
playing
have
Freezer.
nades.
I
Wait.
mean, and 1 minute, right, and we have freezer control.
Yeah, he's not playing Freezer.
Yeah.
He's holding
See,
passive.
this is free real estate, so this wall goes open.
He tried using Pixel, but he just missed the shot.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Wait, did he shoot it?
I think he
Attackers
shot it. Yeah,
have
let me go back.
I didn't see an explosion, so I think it got.
Uh,
Where is it there?
oh no, it exploded. Okay. What?
Yeah, but it
How
just
did we
didn't.
see that?
It just didn't go far enough.
I don't
You
know
need
how
to
the
be able
drone.
Oh yeah,
to
I
see- you need to
remember
be able
this.
to
I
see
was
that
so
C4.
confused why this didn't do damage to him. Because
How did the drone not die to it? Look how close the drone was.
I genuinely think that C4 just bugged. No, there wasn't a drone close, but
Attackers dropped
That
the
drone
diffuser.
Surely.
It's taking like 1 HP of damage to it.
bro, surely.
I don't know. The range of the C4 is like it's basically it's 100 or 0, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
the
it's
rule
weird.
with the C4 is like with hard walls and stuff in between. If you can see the C4, you're gonna die to
Attackers
it.
recovered the
Mm.
diffuser.
Yeah.
But if you can't, then you're safe. It's the same with the Maverick trick where you can get C4'd. But as soon as you don't see it,
Yeah.
die.
I mean, that was after the change that they made with like the shrapnel effect.
Yeah.
I think get 3 people Frieza is not play.
That is absolutely not the play.
So
I'm not gonna
Right,
lie.
and
it
we're
reminds-
giving up Freezer elbow.
yeah.
After taking it, we're giving it up again.
You guys can't see this on the your side, but like I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
highlight this on my side. 4 people, just like the exact same spot, holding basically the same thing.
If someone tries walking down big tower stairs now,
Literally, it's free. It's free as hell.
a crouch walking ash would be the most useful thing right now, right there.
or just a nade or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is everything that we didn't have.
A crouch walking ash would have a field day walking down there.
Oh, let's see. AML? He's going for it.
Too late now.
Who's the player? Oh, it's Zero here. He had a really
I mean,
good
he's still
position.
not getting watched on the backstairs, right?
Now here comes the rotation
Attackers
again. I think.
recovered the bomb.
You see, yeah, now someone's rotating back.
Yeah,
Probably heard them above and was doing crazy hits.
Yeah.
that could very well be. But at the same time, we didn't put enough pressure on them on freezer and main stairs, right?
Yeah.
And now he walks down. Now at the same time, I think what happens here is just Adam, right? Look at what Adam does.
Who's Adam? I don't know personal
AML.
names.
Adam is AML. Adam is AML. Right, this is just AML incorporated. Right, he pushes downstairs. He misses a shot. Right, now he just pre-fires everything, and then he knows, okay, I kind of just need to go. And like, look at what he does. Like, yes, he gets shot at. There's so many angles, and he just walks down and kills the guy. Right, like, yes, he gets refragged, but he gets a kill.
Wait, how does Zero get
Other
in there?
people,
I don't know how Figure pushed all the way into there.
Yeah.
I
Kind
think
of a
through
rat
the
spot.
usage of smokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
also, like no elbow pressure, like bunker pressure
Yeah.
from the attackers. I think that would have been like they had no elbow pressure. I mean, no elbow player, and they could have just
Well,
walked in.
yeah. What, who is that? He walked back in and took. What was it, Mozzie? You walked back in and he just went and sat back on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, elbow is by bunker, right? That is
Yeah.
elbow.
No,
Other
no,
one
almost
is
there by freezer. Freezer.
No, elbow is by bunker. That's
Uh,
that little hallway by freezer. That's just
Like
freezer.
elbow is like the
Attackers need to
default
locate and
shield
defuse bombs.
with smoke, you know.
oh yes, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
like
I
from
call
bunker to like the
Yeah.
side wall, basically. That's elbow.
Okay, so I was thinking something completely different there, but I was also thinking with the freezer, you should have maybe had someone push into the freezer corridor there instead of having the Mozzie letting the Mozzie just push back up onto the box.
Yeah, exactly right. That's what I like. We took control of the space because it was
Gave it
free,
away.
and then once we opened up the wall, we gave it up. And so they basically had a normal freezer setup at that point,
Attackers have located a bomb.
right?
Oh, I hate this observer cam where you literally can't see cocktail from this side. If I go there, I just can't see it. I hate it.
Insertion.
It's been a problem
not
for
too
so
far
long.
enough there.
No, so this is, you see me moving? I'm holding left. I'm still holding it.
So that's as far as the
It's as far as it goes. It's because the map, like the side of the map ends there, so it just like can't go further. I hate it. It's been such a pet peeve for me.
crazy frost play.
Yeah, where did he put these frost mats? I've wondered that the whole time.
One
Wait.
is hell door.
Mhm.
And I think one is my mini.
Oh, here's the
I,
one.
I think that
Oh,
calls
yeah.
on one of the ATK
Yeah,
players
that,
out,
that,
actually.
that card
That's a
game,
good
that-
one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one, right?
Watch 7th Heaven use it next play
like,
day.
every frost trap that you actively need to check and you can get shot while checking it is a good frost trap.
Oh, yeah, I remember he put some of them down below here as well. Yeah, there's one.
One day.
Like
And
that's
then the
like
last one
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there
on
it
white.
is.
Just frost trap on stairs in general are quite strong
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
instead of looking up to shoot a player, you need to look down at the floor.
Also, it does give you that sound cue because they're gonna, even if there's no one actively sitting right by it,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to destroy that thing at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
And here you see an ATK in their natural habitat, sitting on the hatch, trying to take care of red state. This is just the most ATK strat for me. Is the your room guys the red take?
I mean, we always take red, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing that countered us at one point was Meraki holding piano heavily.
Mm.
But
Oh, yeah,
then we
remember
came up
the-
with a solution for that.
Where was the game? I'm gonna speak so vague here because I genuinely can't remember. But there was a team that it was you guys that played Corsair here, behind this bar, and then
Feet holes.
yeah. And then
that
afterwards,
was
someone would play the vertical.
Adam was playing there, and then we had red wall opened. James playing below and mining to get an angle all the way to red.
Oh,
hatch.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was quite a good strat. Now we didn't do that strat against Regis, like against Bravado, sorry, because how they used to attack in the past was they always used to attack bottom up. They would always go down. Now this nade right here is just pure water view, right? We knew
What
they
nade?
have the one that Figure just drew. We knew they
didn't
always
hear.
play
I
a
didn't
KE
catch
charge in. They always play a KE charge in bathroom.
Does he still have it in pocket? You guys swear.
Like he just threw it into bathroom, right?
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
gets the KE charge.
Let me see where it
I
was.
think it even gets 2 KE charges.
Which team was that I remember they used to actually play their K charges below?
We used to do that back in the days on the
Yeah.
NK
It only gets 1. The other one is in stock, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can
But
see
then
it there
again,
on
we
the
knew
wall.
that that is the second KE charge place, so you'll see
Wait,
the sledge probably
is it-
goes to.
Is it on the wall?
It's on
Yeah,
the.
it's
It's
on
in
the
the
wall.
middle of the left wall.
Can you not just shoot that actually?
You
From the skylight? No,
skylight.
you can't. You can only see the floor there. Now that is
Sure.
what is that ash charge right there? Oh, that's I think that's
What?
observer bug. I think
What?
that's observer bug.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right? No way.
Oh yeah, you know, it did destroy the shield. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I don't know. He shoots the second one? No, that no.
No,
You
that's
guys
just
did
vertical.
also sacrifice the drones to the last charge.
Yeah, exactly right. That's miscommunication. Oh, this round is really strong. This is one of the rounds where Adam I gelled. Like AML. At least I think so.
Drone bait.
Oh, this is the toilet scene.
Oh. No, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yes, this is just.
I wonder why don't players opt to open up the Shaka angle? Like he's playing there, he might as well do the punch hole in the bar thing.
We do that. Most of the rounds we do that. Some rounds we just don't. there's no reason, right? But like,
Ah, there it is.
but if you're going to Adam's perspective, like before that, that is just another
Yes.
like pure AML way of playing, right? He is so confident that he hits the shot that he plays so dumb. Right? Like how can you?
Yeah,
like,
he
you're
just walks
nothing
through the door.
cleared,
Look
he
at this.
Walks
He-
into curve.
He didn't clear right side. For freezer. Oh, there he does. Okay, I guess.
No, he does. But
Yeah.
then he just walks in and then he walks back out and he gets the kill, right?
And then he steps in the frost mat.
And then he steps in the frost. But how does he get that kill?
I wanted to see what happened.
Also, I don't
here.
know why Devon left the spot because he was still in the power position.
Yeah,
he
because he wanted to get the frag onto Adam.
We probably didn't expect him to walk out again.
Yeah.
Did anything come of this? No.
And then James gets another frag onto Devon. Right? It's just another guy by Devon. And then James pushes in. And we're pushing wide stairs at the same
Bomb
time.
has been located.
Did another guy? Oh yeah, another one went into Shaika.
Devon, there you go.
Oh.
But that's the third guy that went into Devon.
15 seconds left.
That is just like
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
right now that
10
is
seconds
us
remaining.
miscommunicating, splitting up. We knew only one guy on site, but then
5
instead of
seconds
pushing them
remaining.
together, one guy pushed him after another.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Mystic actually came close to finding. I don't know who it was. It was AML there. He
Yeah.
was decently close to the shotgun.
Right, and at this point it's lost, right? Because we have one on repel. There's no way for him to retake.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting for me, like how Cafe's been changing over time after the last update.
Yeah, because you can't play Pixel anymore.
You can't really play Pixel the same. I don't know in Pro League what they've been doing. Cause I still, if you look at like the old way my team used to play it, is we used to open up everything and just have shields everywhere you look.
Yeah.
There's a shield.
You guys put a shield in bathroom, a
We had
shield
bathroom, we had
in freezer,
bathroom yeah, we had a
pixel,
bathroom
and like one here as well. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
we tried and we had a Goyo shield there by the door, all sitting in Devon's spot.
Yes.
I think it's still pretty common if Wamai is not banned.
Yeah.
It's still pretty hard to deal with it.
Wait, I want to check who's banned on this map. Sorry, I forgot to do that.
It's like a thing of at the moment. people might
Thatcher,
play-
Wamai, Maverick,
And Clash.
and
Yeah.
Clash.
It's a thing of at the moment. If I remember quickly, if I'm thinking about this right, you guys can tell me if you don't agree with me with this. If Wamai's in play, you can still play the old meta somewhat, but the moment he gets banned, you're forced into this new meta.
Bomb located by
Somewhat,
attackers.
yes.
Yeah.
But like as every meta, right? I honestly think the way like the strategy behind our top floor hold is probably as good as it gets.
Mm.
Like yes, there's small stuff. Yes, there's individual plays and can get better. But from our experience, because we play
10
Cafe a
seconds left
lot,
before
right?
insertion.
It's one of our best maps, and
5 seconds
you need to
go.
hold piano. You need to hold it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you give them so much control. And like Bravado just gives us the control, right? They give us piano control. They give
Yeah.
us half of the top floor for free. Because you can't play pixel, you can't play stock. And I mean, right, the stock shield was never really that good. Because you could always just, like, from pillar window, you could always destroy it with an ass charge. You can nade it from skylight. Same with bathroom shields. You can just nade them from wide hallway window.
Yeah.
So those shields, if the attackers played properly, aren't even that strong, even with OMI.
Yeah.
Because if you don't just attack red stairs into piano into the side, you just create more angles for the attackers that you, after the shield gets destroyed, you stop playing.
Yeah. I mean, Cafe's always been a map, especially with this top floor. I know it's become a lot. This top floor has become a lot more, a lot less defender-sided than it used to be. But I know the Cafe. It's always since the beginning. Okay, what?
He just ran in.
This
know
is
what-
just another Adam play. like this is why
I know the
AML is
goal
like,
was there. He knew he was there,
No,
but
no.
I don't know why Divan thought he could just keep
No, but
droning there.
how did he know he was there?
he
because-
saw
He heard
it.
them.
Like
'Cause-
he just aggro
Whoa.
peeked into piano
what is
and then saw him.
Sometimes. But did that drone spot him? I just want to see that quick.
I lost the drone in the.
Same. It's not on mine anymore. Oh no.
Yeah, right.
See, because he
Like,
only
this
rotates
is
him
right
now.
there.
Some
This
crap.
is exactly where he saw him, and then he saw him prone right there.
So I don't know why
So,
Divan just.
oh,
kept
there.
droning
He spotted him for
No,
like a second.
because in reality, right, AML shouldn't be allowed to push up, right? They have angles open in bathroom.
Because
They
no
just
one
have
playing
no
in the
one
bar.
playing there. But in like, if you think like from an attacker's view, right? If you see bathroom is opened and there's one on stage, you don't just walk into piano,
Yeah.
right? But Adam just AML just does it.
You see, that's a mistake on Bravado side. They should have had someone playing the. Who's that running around at the bottom there?
I think that's
Lucy. Yeah.
That's Lucy.
64.
She's going for the C4, but like.
She's
if she'd
been
in
playing
the-
down below.
If she'd been in the bathroom instead of running around below, that would have been a free kill for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think like how many do they have there below? Like one guy only, right?
Only one, yeah.
Just the one guy, yeah.
I think like with 4 people you have enough people to hold top.
Yeah, I mean, instead of playing stock, which doesn't do
Yeah.
anything, right?
Just
What
not
do you
both.
call
This
stock?
strat- stock doesn't do anything.
Is it Frieza? like
Freezer,
the-
freezer, yeah, freezer.
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, that's what we call stock.
Yeah. So look, it's both the walls are reinforced. There's still a K charge on it.
Yeah.
So play the bathroom then.
But again, right, in the end, they won. And like, that was mainly just because like, they got a couple of easy frags on us. Which sadly is most of this entire game.
I feel like this hurts you to watch this again.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
No, it
bombs.
does, it does.
It's how I feel every time I watch our theme park match.
Oh no.
It hurts me to watch it again.
From now on, whenever I'm casting, I'm gonna have a dedicated. That was an AML play. We just swing something without with 100% confidence.
Yeah,
Swing
like,
something you shouldn't get away with and gets away with it somehow.
I've already got the drop shot plays, so might as well have the AML plays.
yeah. If now you remember from attacking Oregon Freezer,
10
one mistake that
seconds
we
to
did, we took the control and then we gave it back to them. Same exact thing happens this
go.
round.
5 seconds left.
Same exact thing.
What do you mean? With bakery.
Attackers objective
Just
mark
watch,
is
right?
Can I ask, this blitz, is
Yeah.
this purely you guys just trying to get some aggressiveness?
Whoa, what was that?
It allows us to like clear the map quickly, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically it, right? And
That's a pretty cool
Figure
spawn.
is just a menace on Blitz.
Like, are you gonna send them to
Wow.
the small bakery to clear bakery?
That is what we
just
decided
wrong,
to do
yeah.
in this round.
If I
Yes.
remember correctly, he yeeted in through main bake. He just yeeted in through the bakery door.
Yeah.
The thing I didn't realize, or I'm kind of confused by, is why you play the blitz when a Kali is in play. Because surely you go for those long angles playing passive, whereas here you just kind of, well, okay, we have bake now.
Okay, right, but we had prep control, right? That is the mistake in this round. We had prep control, and then we give it up. to them
Oh,
with
this
one
is what
gunfight,
you're talking
and then
about.
double
Yeah,
kill,
yeah.
right? Like, but yeah, Figure gets the refrag, but then again, Pancake should never have died.
You guys shouldn't have let him walk in.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Oh my.
It's the type of mistake you make in ranked.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That
Oh,
shot.
that is a,
That is an
that is a
absolute
shot
good
and a
night.
half.
Yes, okay.
Is that in New Bank? I think, right? No. It's just
Was the
Big.
blitz just behind like the counter thing?
Yeah.
Where was it? Yo, that's a shot and a half.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Hmm.
And then,
Do you not
Like
open
from-
trap wall with ace normally?
Attackers dropped
normally,
the
yeah,
bomb
but it was kaided, and the ace died before we got the.
Yes, Mozzie wins these. Donner doch. This man is just winning.
Everybody's just looking at him.
I mean, but yeah, I like as a Mozzie with that gun with a 1.5, that is gunfights that you just win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as an
you-
attacker, you shouldn't get those gunfights, right? But like this plant relies upon us having smokes
You
and
smoked
not
all
just
the-
getting
Attackers have recovered
and
their
not
diffuser.
just getting fragged out of prep,
Attackers
right?
dropped the bomb diffuser.
Yeah, and at this point,
Yeah, there's nothing
At
you
this
can do.
point, AML there's nothing you can
right?
really do.
But now this is again just a AML play, right? Like he gets that kill, right? How does he get that kill?
Bomb has been
I
located.
think
Why is he
you-
not holding though? Like,
Yeah,
He
how,
has
why
one
is
death
the
more
guy not
bakery.
holding it?
I know he's crouch walking, but like you knew he was there. He's not gonna be on the other side suddenly.
He actually gets the wall bang, but because of the desk is like double layered, it doesn't kill the.
Is it one of those double layer things? Can you shoot
Yeah.
through it if you do enough?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do enough, you'll get through it eventually, but it's quite hard to get through it.
Oh, Virtue. Sorry, I have the GT game up on my second monitor.
Attackers.
Once a G2 sump, always a G2 sump. I gotta support.
Yeah.
I feel like G2 supporting is where everyone started.
Everyone started following things.
And from there you just branch out. Oh, this team beat Penta? Oh, okay, let me start supporting them. That was me
Like
with
either from the beginning you're a Penta supporter or you're just a Penta hater.
Yeah.
That's
It was one of the
that's
two.
where you go.
See, I was the Penta lover, but I also started supporting SSG just because they like beat them once. I can't remember when.
But you can't not love SSG. Canadian was there.
Yeah, I just thought they had a cool name and thinking Nate had a cool afro.
Like once Canadian joined SSG, for me it was like, yeah, no, it's illegal to not like SSG now.
for me it was the way around. For me it was he left EG. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Well, like no hate. I still liked him, but wasn't like before.
You see, EG went downhill ever since that. It was after that loss to Empire
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, Raleigh.
at Raleigh Major that
Yeah.
they just went downhill.
I mean, it's still.
The Raleigh Major?
Yeah, the
Well, how did they lose to Empire that game?
It
Was like
think
the
you mean
Do you,
the-
yeah, do you remember proning on main
No,
stairs?
that was
On Oregon.
Island, Milano.
Italy.
Oh, is that the Milan event?
That was in Milan when he did that.
Oh,
Yeah, the Pro League.
what about Raleigh? I can't remember.
Rally they got like out of. They didn't even get out of.
Oh.
groups.
No, I think they got out of the group, but then only won like one. Like they lost it immediately.
I remember one game I played like a week ago on Oregon, and someone was prone on that stairs. I was like, how do I give this call out? He's in Canadian spot. Player drones him. I mean, he gets the nade kill like instantly. Everyone just
Wait, where
knows.
did that kill come from now? Hold on.
If
I
you
don't know.
watch AML right now, you see another just AML play.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh.
never mind, never mind.
Why is he sitting
like-
on the cam though?
Because he did not know that the hatch was open, right?
how?
But did he open it? Or did you
I
guys
think
open
our
that?
sledge opened it.
But still, you're sitting in the middle of the open there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be on the cam in that spot in the first place.
Yeah, like at least sit in the train.
Yeah.
Why do I have ESP on all
Oh.
the gadgets? Wait. Oh, because IQ. Lol. It got glitched.
This is another just AML play if you watch it. Like that's just like I love
Oh.
AML because, like, of
That was
just
smooth.
like what he can do, right?
Mm.
But again, this shouldn't be one. Like you didn't open a single wall.
No, walls didn't get opened. There was
And you
there was
just
people
walk
walking.
down White hallway and
Yeah, but like the
Copy.
walk down wide hallway was in combination with a nade and White Stairs repel, right? So the guy in White Stairs was dead because of the nade, and then the guy Tarps had to swing because he doesn't win the gunfight against the guy in the window, right?
Yeah, the
But
round
yeah,
went quite quick.
you
Sorry.
you should open up Tarp's wall, especially if we have the Cardi available. But
Sorry,
if
what's
we
tops?
don't, Tarps is
Is this?
you see the stock wall,
Yep.
like the east stock wall on that side.
This-
like
this
top
thing.
White Stairs.
The
No,
wall that's
the other
further
one.
to the right,
The
to the
other
right.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Like basically
No,
top
ba-
white.
basically top white.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get
like
you.
That is
double
fine.
door.
The problem is that wall
Okay.
is hard to get if they put a mute jam or anything on it, because it's not like you can shoot something at it, or you're relying purely on.
One thing that Bravado does that is a big mistake, if you just go on cocktail window, you can shoot that mute jammer, or like you can nade that kite.
Which one? This
on
on
this
the
wall.
yeah.
On that window right there on your left.
The
yeah.
kite should be below. I hope they do
It
that
should be.
actually.
Is it?
I'm
No,
not
I
sure.
think it's just like
I can't
Yeah,
move.
right.
Yeah, in the wall,
in the-
you see it
it's
on
in the
the
middle
wall.
of the
Oh yeah,
right
yeah, it's
wall.
there. Yeah.
So
Can that get? I don't think you can get
cannot
that
get
from.
shot.
You can
Oh,
nade
no,
it, but you
but
can't
you can
shoot
nade
it.
it, right?
Yeah.
A nade will get that. Zofia charge will get it.
Like if it was below, like you could do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Same for the cocktail wall. Like, yeah.
What's interesting as was Bravado, what they
bomb
don't
has
do
been
something which is
located.
pretty common. I've seen it in Pro League a couple times. Well, you see it generally either putting a castle or a Rooney upstairs.
The Reaper strat is what you're talking about. Where you cast a barricade off pixel, you play a pulse in train.
No, not that. Like for example, that double door there by Cocktail.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of teams do it where they either put a castle barricade or a Rooney get it on there.
Yeah, I think Arun is good there. I don't like the
Yeah.
castle because that you allow them. That
Yeah, you give them the free, but putting in a Rooney there is smart, especially with like a bulletproof cam coupled behind it.
Yeah, Rooney gate, a nice shield, 2
Yeah.
ADSs. Probably have a nice time upstairs.
One of the things that I've noticed that happens is you can nearly not stop a guy from just walking up the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a guy crouch walking there, like just catching a timing.
Especially
is
Frieza
very
as well here.
difficult to deny.
Frieza as well though, because look at this. They reinforced off the wall. They reinforced off bottom as well. Once
So-
you get this wall open, you just walk in.
Like I think how you want to play this is like a shield where the one guy is playing right now. I think Jaeger. And go to Divan.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
there a
like,
shield
there
just
is a
next
shield.
to it. Or the no, I mean like where he is, or now
further
the
back.
next bar.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
they have no option. Like they can't just wide swing the double door. Like they can't walk up on bar if they want.
I think if we look at
Or like
last,
gunfight.
Oh, this is the same round
Yeah.
again.
I think Tom, if you remember this last year with OG, the couple times you
Yeah.
played it here as well, they always ran that double shield there in Cocktail.
Yeah, but at the same time, from like our experience in Scrim, that doesn't really do all
Yeah.
that much. Because you don't have to Wamai, you can only put so many Jaeger radiuses there.
Yeah.
Like in the
definitely
end, it
worked-
just gets destroyed, right?
it definitely worked better back when Jaegers had still had 3 charges on each ADS.
That was literally
But,
just the
like,
exact same
back
round.
in the days when Jaeger had 3 ADS, and each of them shot 3
Yeah.
grenades.
Yeah, back then
Right.
it was very viable.
Attackers need to locate.
I mean, but then the shields didn't exist back then.
Yeah, back then, I don't know, even back when Wamai had his own shield.
Yeah. Back in the good old days. Now, honestly, I think the meta right now is in a very good place. You can still do the util meta. It's just not as oppressive, right?
Yeah, it's
You
not
have
as
to
overwhelming.
actually, you have to actually commit to it, right?
Yeah.
You have to play an Ella or an Alibi or a Warden or something like that.
No,
In
you can
general,
still
I
play that
think-
in
Yeah.
my opinion, you can still play the util, but it's not going to be as overwhelming for the attackers.
Yeah,
5
exactly.
seconds left.
And as well, you get more variety in your defense now because you can bring in other stuff, like you can bring in the mute Mozzie combos, you can go for other stuff as well, so you get more variety.
I
It's
mean,
not
you
the
could
same.
always, the mute mousy combo is something that you could always bring, right? As a defender, you didn't have to play util meta, but it was just so strong that it was
Yeah, it just made more
bad not
sense.
to play it.
Yeah.
What did they try and do with this early entry down below, or the just early roam down below. I just
I
can't.
don't know.
I think it's more just
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to wait as much time as possible. But I don't think the ATK ball is good here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something that Bravado does. They play downstairs. But
See,
like,
my issue with a cocktail hold if you're playing downstairs is that if it doesn't.
Oh,
not always
it's
guaranteed-
cocktail hold.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that.
You're playing cocktail and you're playing downstairs there. You're not guaranteed to find anything from it.
Yeah.
It can just be a waste sometimes.
no, you see, this is just another time where we just made mistakes, right? Like, how is that guy allowed to be alive? How is he allowed to get 1 kill?
I love that spot. Ah.
Good night.
There's still, yeah, there's 2 people still down below.
The one defender. I don't know, like,
No,
I
down
would
below.
never play Mozzie mute combo on cocktail.
Yeah, in my opinion, cocktail it's one of those sites where you still
Oh,
want to
wait.
go for your meta.
Like, you wanna combine the
Oh,
Yuto
damn it.
meta with like 1 or max
Yeah.
2 players below, like second floor.
Yeah, and also what's interesting is they're not getting roam cleared at the bottom. Why didn't they have a pulse? Because there wasn't a single round where they got roam cleared at the bottom.
Yeah.
So
I
why
mean,
didn't
not
they
even
play
a pulse, right? Just a
Yeah.
cam or
Or
sound
just-
calls into dining can
Yeah, like-
already be.
Opening
Very
default plans would be already enough.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did it.
Like, maybe they did it to get late downstairs flanks, right?
Okay, here.
That's such
Okay, I was
patience
gonna
in
say
that.
no.
Right,
no
but he
escape when-
also he checks before the drone gets there,
Yeah.
right?
No, I think
1
the
second later.
so I think the drone did
Like-
spot him actually, because where was the drone? Where'd I see it? You see, there's a drone in pillar side. It comes in.
Yeah.
Oh
but,
no! Oh, yeah,
like,
that's too late. Yeah, that's too
He
late.
peeked, he peeked before the drone peeked.
that is just one of those issues that we do have.
But look, I think as well that, in my opinion, timing with drone work is very hard sometimes.
Mm.
In the sense of, especially your 3-speed operators actually move faster than the drone.
And this as well, they didn't spot. I honestly sometimes feel like they should like give a 10% speed boost to drones, but also it would be kind of a nightmare.
I think it's fine actually. Well, I never thought about it.
It's fine. You just need to coordinate it well enough. If you coordinate it, then it won't be an issue.
Yeah, it's honestly not that difficult. Like,
It's just important, like drone stop, like
Yeah.
for the player. Like,
It's literally take an extra 2 seconds as a player. Like wait this extra 2 seconds so that you know it's here before you end up dying something stupid.
but it's not like he just walked in
Yeah.
thinking it's safe. It's just like he knew it's probably not safe. He just swung it. Jeff just waited for the
15
info.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
yeah, exactly. And then, but
Oh,
then
this is
at
the
the
round.
end, it's still not a gunfight that you. It's still not a gunfight that you take, right? You
No,
lose that
obviously.
gunfight.
Bomb located by attackers.
But I mean, imagine it's like a yellow ping, a well-placed yellow ping with free fire. I think it's possible. But yeah,
Yeah, it would be hard. It's a very difficult gunfight there.
It's very difficult.
depends on also who the entry is. Like, yeah, if you have some crazy fragger.
You see, drop shot would swing that.
I mean, yeah, but dropshot would swing
Attackers need to
anything.
locate and defuse bomb.
You'd be
Like
surprised.
the
eh?
difference between AML and dropshot, right? Dropshot swings versus AML swings, but then holds that angle. He just stays there until he gets swung and he kills the guy. Yeah.
Let's go 1.5 again.
Why would they?
Hmm?
I'm not really a big
Bomb
fan of
located by
reinforcing
attackers.
both the walls
10
there
seconds
by
remaining.
service entrance.
Yeah.
The mid sh-
5 seconds left.
In my opinion, I prefer reinforcing
Attackers are
one and
heading out
making
to
feet
defuse
holes.
a bomb.
yeah.
It just makes
You
it.
mean by, yeah,
Yeah, it just
by
makes it.
bakery main door.
Yeah, it just makes it a lot less comfortable to be playing in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to say about that. I agree.
Where did he just take damage from?
Him?
For
Pancake.
Or was it C4?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can
see
see that.
Oh yeah, there it comes.
Like
Yeah,
I
you-
know at this point, like I'm pointing it out too much, but like AML is already inside trap, just taking.
You
the
should not
gunfight,
be
right?
allowed to walk in like
I mean, right, but like he peeks the guy, the Kaid knows he's there, but he just wins the gunfight.
But you shouldn't be allowed to walk in like that.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. But like, if you talk about what should not happen, right? That's just not something you can do in Siege. If you look at EUL and NA League and everything, right?
Any,
at the
any
top
other league, he
level-
would have died instantly trying to beat
No, no, absolutely not. The amount of plays that shouldn't be allowed that
Yeah, true.
still happen is enormous.
I think in an A, he would have died. In a U and APAC, it could have been a high chance he would have not died. Because, like, Kite is actively holding it instead of, like, waiting for his wide swing. Like, why do you need to hold it actively? He doesn't get anything out of holding it actively.
Yeah.
No, but
just,
Kaid
like,
doesn't
wide
hold
swing.
it actively.
I was really
No,
confused why the
He
Nomad
peeks
just
it
backed
at
off there.
points.
Like, if he's just in the door, you're holding it actively. Like, it would
Ah, yeah.
passively is like when he's already, like, middle of the hallway. No.
I'm so confused by this Nomad because he went around to the main door, droned it out, came back. Now he jumps through this window. Sure, he flashes it, but like he literally just droned the mute there. Why? I guess he ran it, thought it wouldn't do anything, but still like a bit of a yikes. Oh, this round.
Probably like James and the other people just pushing in, and he had to like do something about it,
Okay.
like to refrag.
Yeah, I think it was just he decided the play's happening, he needs to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you see the difference between this round and the original bakery attack? We didn't
No
give up the
blitz.
prep control.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, the blitz, right? But we also just didn't give up the bakery control,
didn't let them just
and
walk back in.
we had smokes,
Yeah.
right? And that just like the ace didn't die. Like these small differences, right? It's just what's doing, what does it. Now again, right? The guy like ammo running into prep shouldn't be allowed because normally you have vertical setup.
10 seconds
You have a
left
guy
before
from
Yeah,
train
we
watching
forgot
that
that.
pushing.
5 seconds left.
Because otherwise, if you allow the attackers to just walk into prep, they can shoot the main wall,
Yeah.
right? And they can deny all of that.
Also, this is a personal pet peeve of mine. I know you probably don't have an issue with it, but Pancake running around with the SMG instead of the shotgun is such a pet peeve of mine that it just irritates me.
Why?
I don't know.
With the FMG,
Yeah, with the FMG instead
What do you
of
have
the
against
shotgun.
FMG?
the FMG is one of the best guns.
It's
in the
got
game.
to,
I
bro.
know, but like, it just irritates me. I'd much rather just be running the shotgun and the SMG combo.
I mean, but like the shotgun is just worse. Like the shotgun and the SMG, if you don't need the shotgun, it's just
Yeah.
worse, right?
I think for most of the situation, the shotgun is actually better with the SMG combo.
Yeah.
But like just for the long range angles, like in prep, he's
Yeah, I can
playing
understand
prep with the shield. So I think that's a good way.
I can understand he's playing a long range angle here, and I see there isn't that much prep with the shotguns, but still, to be honest, I'd still be running the shotgun there.
Yeah, normally, right? But like we saw, like that was a long development, right? Most of the time, if you go back a month, maybe two, you would still play the SP11 shotgun combo.
Yeah.
But because we like Pancake is just not 100% comfortable on that SMG, and he absolutely smacks on the FMG, and that's why he plays it. Like it's just a
Yeah.
comfortability pick.
That was a yikes. You shouldn't
Really
have dodged
missed
it.
Yeah, the issue there is with
I don't agree
normally
with
we
3
have-
people on side when roam. Are you playing initially with 3 people on side?
we play heavy bunker setup right here, having Xoza on the roam, and now the issue with AML right there is normally we have a castle barricade on New Bake. Right.
So you
and
play
he
like
just crossed.
mute, smoke, kite.
Yeah,
Virtual
just
and
like
Mozzie.
keep the wall closed,
Yeah.
and then waste as much time as possible on the upstairs defense. Because we also, one thing that we saw is that Bravado isn't amazing with vertical play,
Yeah.
What just happened
and
there?
so it allows
Was
us
the
to do
hatch
it.
open?
Oh, that's smooth.
Attackers have
No,
located a
dining
bomb.
hatch is also reinforced.
Yeah.
Why do I remember round? I remember we played once when we played a round against you guys and that hatch was open.
Yeah, because we
Do you-
have different strats.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the joystick
Sorry,
angle?
Which one?
The joystick angle.
You open the hatch and you see this rack thing here. You stand on it,
Yeah.
and you can your
Oh,
eye line
yes,
is
yes.
above this wall into VIP.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is very nice.
Use it next time. Credit me.
We'll call it the Kanye angle from now on.
Oh,
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Right at this point, it's a 3 versus 3.
This is defender side 100%.
Yeah. But then again, right, a dude pushes into prep and then he swings it at the same time.
Attackers have recovered their
Are you smokes? Pancake, use your smokes.
seconds remaining. 10 seconds
no,
remaining.
there's nothing you can do.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. 5 seconds remaining. Operators, you have run out of time.
Them taking that Dokkaebi, that really says to me the idea was to go for the roam clear. But then they never
I mean,
really did it.
they did find the vigil though when he was rotating brown states. They just
Yeah, they did do the roam clear, right? But our stretch just wasn't to roam. Or at least not all that much.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember now. It wasn't this match where you guys played the. Oh no, you guys. The Clash got banned on this map. That's right.
Yeah. Bravado banned Clash against us on every map.
Mira wasn't played. I didn't play it one time in defense.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
10 seconds left.
in my
before insertion.
opinion, if Mirror is available and you think the
5
strat
seconds
that
to
you've
go.
got for it is viable,
go for it.
Attackers'
Yeah.
objective is to
My
locate
thing with
I'll
Mirror
let-
is
I'll stop off of it, go for another one. But
my thing with mirror, especially on cafes, like kind of useful, but more most of the time, like it just doesn't really make a difference.
I think
I
it
don't know.
depends how you place it. It can make huge difference.
yeah, the thing with Mirror is what it's free intel.
bomb located by
It's
attackers.
free utility denial sometimes from like the ace charges where he Hibana pellets. And as well, sometimes it nets you a free kill.
Mm.
Like it's something like the attackers have to clear. Like they have no chance around it. And it's probably most of the times not that difficult and easy to clear it out.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
You see, this is a typical Bravado thing here, where they just take, when they see they've thrown something out, and they just fully take control of it. It's something that's reminiscent since they Regicide days, where they just, once they see they've got an opening, they just push into it.
Yeah, and that's probably the correct play.
Yeah.
Is this a reading defense?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way AML was gonna get out of that alive.
It was completely stuck. By the way, it's quite strange for me. None of these teams are playing tomorrow in the medal state thing. It's only you guys, OG.
It's just my team.
Sad.
Has it been confirmed with the Bravado thing? 'Cause
I think it's 99% sure.
I still haven't received anything about.
Oh yikes.
Else about it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Ugh.
Tom, have you guys been scrimming that new? I don't know if Tom's here or not because I see his mic screen, but have you guys been scrimming that Bijou esports?
Oh, the new Meraki.
Yeah.
When did they form?
I don't.
Because
know.
obviously, I guess they just.
I didn't see any announcements about it. I saw nothing about it.
I think they just thought, okay, we're not with Meraki anymore, but we've still got the spot in middle state. Might as well.
The thing is, it's an org. They're with an org.
Is
and
it?
There were no announcements about it. So
Oh.
I don't know what's going on there.
Wait, what's going on?
Bijou Esports.
What do you know about Bijou esports? Because like it's the old Meraki roster, and we played them. I think we beat them
Attackers are moving out
7-4,
to locate
7-5
a
in the
bomb and
playoffs.
defuse it.
So in the group stage
Mm-hmm.
or middle stage. But I didn't know what was happening there. There was no announcement about their roster, nothing.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I'll see if I can find something.
Proper org, like a big one, or is it like?
It's a small org. It's like a small org. I've never even heard of it before. I saw the name pop up there. I
BG
think Meraki's
spots.
org was actually bigger.
I can't even
It
find
might
anything.
be that they like they did have quite a bad name, right?
Yeah,
Because of all
to
the
put it
things that
lightly.
happened.
Kick from your
Yeah,
own.
so
Twitter
maybe they
bias?
just-
Attackers
That's
have
not a good
located a
name.
bomb.
Uh-huh. So yeah, like it's just maybe they didn't want to get like bad press,
Yeah.
right?
I have an audio bug. I hate this. I'm gonna
For
quickly
some reason,
restart
my
off this.
replay, whenever I use the replay system, whenever I press pause and someone's shooting, I just hear the gun sound.
Yeah, it just keeps going. Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. I was I was about to say, was that a player? I was so confused. It feels as well. I don't know why the 1.0 is a bit faster than actual 1.0.
Not for me.
And it looks the same.
Yeah, it might just be the slow tick rate
I
that it's
think the
recording
other
in.
play actually is like you reinforce of the bathroom, like the bathroom into showers,
Mm?
not showers, stock you call it. I think that's like the play nowadays.
Yeah,
And
I
then you play like with one wall reinforced bathroom.
Yeah.
And the other one opened.
The
And
thing
like
is, when
just
it-
try to hold that as long as possible, and you just fall back. And when they take it, they don't gain a lot of it.
And I agree. I agree with that. It was as well. It gives you a nice long angles that you can hold. It's
Yeah.
not a huge risky play. You've got lots of cover. You've got ways to fall out.
Oh, this was
Ooh, oh, he just rotated back in.
The attacker's bomb
Yikes.
diffuser has been
right,
dropped.
and this is why we have Pancake on that FMG.
Yeah.
Because
How
with
do you
the
make-
FMG 11 combo, you can't do that kind of play, right?
Yeah,
How
I
do you
just
make
don't have ammo
goals, though?
capacity.
Oh, you have to figure on TCS.
No, he does. He has OK3.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I'm
I
completely
don't know.
confused.
Figure has
No,
that.
figures.
Yeah,
figures
sorry.
figures.
Let me just.
And like this strat doesn't require a lot of holes, right? And we also have impacts on the Melusi.
I don't see enough people using this angle. I love it. I abuse it all the time in ranked.
This is very good.
I'm gonna just quickly restart it. I had an audio glitch.
I'm gonna get some food.
All good. I've been chowing on my pizza, so feel free.
So that means literally tomorrow in the Metal State tournament, it's just my team, Bijou, and
And Vision.
Vision. Okay.
How is Vision?
Attackers need to locate.
Because were they in WLE? I don't think so.
No, they weren't.
They were.
Oh, were they?
Oh, they had to pull out, right?
Yeah, they couldn't play a single game though.
Oh yeah, they had to pull. Yeah,
Because
that's right,
one of their players couldn't play in the group stages.
yeah, that's right.
They were actually one of my favorites to get out of groups.
Mm.
Yeah, they're like this weird underdog team where they've got potential.
Attackers need to
They're
locate and
one of our
defuse as
scrim
many bombs
partners.
as they
Yeah.
can.
Scrim them like 2 to 3 times a week.
I actually have a personal
are
friend on
really
Vision.
They are
I
really
I
good.
would, to be honest, from OG side, I would like to scrim them more as well. But there's the issue of with my players are all ADHD and have the attention span of. It's not very good. So, scrimming anyone who isn't, so basically, if you're not scrimming people that are trying to one tap you the whole time, they get bored.
Oh, what the hell?
10 seconds.
By the way, I wanted to ask you the Raving Mad Gamers Grand Finals.
5
How much prep did you guys put into that?
With run shock,
Yeah,
very little.
Attackers must locate and defuse
fair
the
enough.
bomb.
Because look, since my time joining the team, it's only around the beginning of WLE where I've actually felt comfortable with how I was making strats.
yeah.
Because of how I got introduced to coaching was, I kind of got dropped in the deep end with no one to give me ideas. no
How
one to
did you start, by the way, on
give me
Python?
advice. So there was an incident with the team that I was playing on where our leader started a fight with another team
Yikes.
where there was a bunch of insults that got thrown to the point where I just didn't want to be on the team anymore. And then
Sounds like the
owner of
team I
org
played
came
on.
to me and gave me- Yeah, and I'd been making our strats there for a while, well for a bit because of we had some our old strats weren't good, so I started remaking our strats, and then the strats looked good, and then the owner of the org came to me and said, "Listen, why don't you come coach Odyssey?" And then over a little bit of time, I became the coach there, and I kind of had to teach myself how to do everything.
Mm.
So from a strats point of view, I learned how to make my strats for that roster, and
Yeah.
also in that meta. So when the roster changed and the meta changed, it took me a while to actually start learning how to make strats for this
Yeah.
team again, because the basic formula I had just didn't work anymore.
Yeah, because like Old Titan, it really felt like the synergy was perfect because you understand the way they played, and you made the strats around them.
I understood how they played. I helped pick Cannibal and Slybutter as players. Okay, that's... AML,
That's just misdroning.
I'm sorry, Kyle, but come on.
No, but that is just misdroning, right?
No, that's a basic misrun there.
I remember this round. He played up here for so long.
I
Yeah,
think
right,
Anthony-
because if you don't contest this guy, if he doesn't take advantage of that, like he's throwing.
Yeah.
Like then he gets pinged by Jackal.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
I'm. Oh, that's the round. Yes, that's the round. Now I remember.
And like here, he just fat fingered, right? That prom was a fat finger. Then like,
like,
yeah,
like he did his
like
job.
that wall bang is just.
To be honest, AML played it right, but I think he should have actually dropped the hatch after getting the wall bang. He should have just dropped
Yeah.
the hatch.
That is something that I personally, I always advise my players: if you get a kill, if you are in a flank, if you shoot a couple shots, stay there. Like, yes, play it safe, but stay there, because if you don't, right, especially with a hatch drop, they know that you're not there anymore, so they don't have to clear you.
A bomb has
But in
been
that,
located.
like, he wasted so much time because he had to be cleared, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then just another proning guy.
Yeah, but like back to that prep thing I was talking about, Kanya. I think the first match we actually put in like a huge amount of prep into, where like from my side I felt like I understand the team now without match against ATK with the theme
Attackers
park.
need to locate and defuse
Oh
bombs.
yeah.
I think that was the first time where
You're
Well,
talking you OG now.
yeah, so like this one where I finally actually now understand how the dynamic with Ergo and Kaiko
Yeah.
being in the team. And the difference, like, as well for me, and for Cannibal as well, it's really weird him not playing his role and being on support.
Mm.
Like what Tom pointed out with that last round where Cannibal went off of support onto Zofia on theme park where he didn't have a hard breacher. That's natural for Cannibal. His role isn't support. His role is playing
10
Zofia.
seconds left before insertion.
Oh,
5
yo.
seconds remaining.
I'm gonna have to go to bed early tonight.
I think this is a round where,
Attackers are moving
like,
out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
where again, Bravado just allows someone to retake curve.
Alright, I mean, you guys won this round, so yeah, I think.
I'm trying to remember what happened this round with. Yeah, this is where Divan realized he wasn't playing as well as he would have liked, and then just swapped over to the Ash.
Oh yeah. Whoa. What happened there?
Emma was just playing aggro in stage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was playing on stage and peeking the wrong angle. Where did Bro? Oh,
Hmm?
who's C4? Was it not a C4? It was.
Yeah,
I think
Figure got the C4 in mini, I think. Right, ah, this is the double kill from James.
What happened
Go
here?
back. Right, he
Oh, this
walked up
one, yeah.
curve, and we
Oh,
had
yeah.
info on the
How did
Yes.
side.
stage not
Bomb
hear him?
located by attackers.
Because
that's
crouch
crazy.
walking, you don't hear that. You don't hear it crouch walking.
Is
Like,
he
honestly.
is he crouch walking or crouch moving? If that makes sense.
Walking.
Okay.
He's crouched like shift walking, I think is what it's trying to.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Right, and he is still in cocktail. That's exactly what I mean with my, because
Yeah.
now, right, the bug has to clear him.
Did Buck
I
even
mean,
try
if
to...
he doesn't,
Yeah.
I don't think he did. Yeah, I think he got another kill. What? Just
right, because the position that James is in right now is such a power position, and he gets another kill, yeah.
Whoa.
Just, I don't agree with Devon coming back upstairs. I know he got the kill, but like he was pressured for time 1v4 situation. I think he should have just pushed as hard as he could onto the side here.
In Devon's role right here, he needs to rely on us giving him free picks, right?
Yeah.
He needs, like, even Rowan, like Sosa, peeking right there into the angle that he was holding is a mistake.
Yeah, it's a 1v4.
Both of them should,
Yeah.
right? Both of them should just hold passive angles, wait until one guy gets swung, and then swing.
Yeah, it's a passive hold. There's no need to be actively peeking him.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to move on to the last game?
Yeah, we can.
The clubhouse.
Hell yeah.
Absolute.
So, seeing that you played Clubhouse, like, what is that, 2 days previously against them? What was
Yeah.
the mindset like going on to Club now?
We thought we were gonna
Attackers need to
slap them.
locate and defuse
Oh.
as many bombs as
It's
they
like I was
can.
saying to you,
Unplugged my headphones.
it's like I was saying to you, Kanye. Bravado had so much homework on them for.
Repeat the last 10 seconds, I accidentally unplugged my headphones.
I was like I was saying to you before the match, Bravado had so much homework on ATK on club.
Oh yeah, I
Because
remember, yeah.
They had the map they played. They had the match against us as well, where we beat ATK. So like they had a lot to go on. So to be honest, from my perspective, I was expecting Bravado to win it.
I wanted to ask you guys, there's a capped
What are
house...
the bands?
let me pull it up quick.
I believe again it was a Thatcher ban.
So it was exact same ops. Thatcher Maverick
Thatcher
were my clash.
Yep.
Do you guys know of the capped out trick with these windows? It clips through.
It clips through, seriously?
Yep, so
And
you
it-
can...
I believe it's
Oh,
I believe it counts as a glitch and not a.
Yeah. It's the same with the villa roof thing, where there's like a certain spot you shoot it through here,
Ah, yeah,
and you
yes,
clear
yes.
out
That is
exactly
the
where
one
the egg is.
That is the one that the ATK score discovered when Jason was on there.
The villa roof thing.
Yeah. We hit it for so long,
10 seconds to go.
like because we saw, oh, now we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it. And, like,
Absolute rat play.
it is just a bug.
Yeah.
Attackers' objective is to locate
Like-
a bomb and defuse it.
Right? Why did we go to Clubhouse again, even though we lost it 2 times in a row?
Yeah.
Because it is a strong map of ours, and because after every game we changed a majority of the strat. Right?
Mm.
The first one, why did we lose against Bravado? Because we
A
didn't
bomb
ban the
has been
Thatcher.
located.
Because normally we always ban the Thatcher, and because they banned the Maverick, we didn't ban the Thatcher. And that's why we lost them.
Yeah, so if you're used to banning Thatcher and then suddenly have to play him again, it is a bit of a shock to the system in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is this the... Oh no.
No.
Yeah, that was...
Can I ask, why did Pancake
Yes.
use so many helmets?
What? This is Mystic.
No,
Yeah,
no. It was the first time you guys played Bravado on this map.
I'm not
Pancake
sure.
just yeeted. Yeah, Pancake just yeeted his Selma onto the wall, next to the wall instead of onto it.
There was like 3 occasions where it happened where he missed his Selmas.
Yeah.
Okay, that is.
You need to tell him to prep the ace a bit
He was
more.
just yeeting it wrong. Is that hatch open, or is it just a visual bug?
Open.
Okay, it's just a visual bug.
Yeah. It's quite strange where this observer thing literally has a different observing base than normal game observing. If you haven't, like, the panning and stuff is different, and the...
Yeah.
It's quite strange. And the saddest thing, it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't have dedicated keybinds yet, so I can't change things for going
I
back to
believe you
replays.
can use the basic one like C and that stuff to go.
Yeah, that obviously I'd still use, but
Yeah, but it's like you also have more time, right? So key
Yeah,
time
you can just pause and.
aren't as important.
What I love is being able to, like, here, usually I'd have to go through the operator list, see, like, I'd see JMS got a kill, I'd see who is JMS playing, and then only click 5. Here I can just pause. Oh, that's him. There we go. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think they should implement where you can click on the players to pan to them in the...
You can double click on it.
Really?
Yeah, double click on the
You
player.
just made my life a million times. I mean, I know here you can, but like in actual observing, can
Oh,
you?
in the actual observer, no, then you can't. No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They need to bring that in as well. Because casting and observing is not the very easy.
Attackers bomb
Oh, yeah.
So-
diffuser has been dropped.
You hold
10 seconds
construction, but how did they open the construction wall so easily?
Go
Where
pro.
was, where was the K? Where were the K charges? Go back. I want to see where the K charges were.
I think it was on construction.
Courage.
No, it wasn't.
It
garage.
was
Oh,
open.
garage?
Oh, they're both garage.
It was open.
Yeah, because you can't push garage, right?
I guess.
And we
it makes
kept the main wall closed with the bandit trick.
sense. Yeah.
You see, one thing I can't remember, I think it was Vitality I saw do it the first time is where they put the K where that person playing in the
Bomb
corner there. I
located by
think it's-
attackers.
He was
15
playing in the
seconds
corner
to
there.
go. Attackers drop the diffuser.
And
10
back.
But
seconds
basically,
remaining.
you throw the
5
K charge
seconds to
above
go.
there, and then it gets both the walls. So it gets one of the
Oh.
walls.
What do
Which
you?
wall do you mean?
So if you just go back,
yeah.
back a bit before people died.
Yeah.
Okay, I see this wall was actually opened up, but if that wall's reinforced, like there's a construction wall there,
Yeah.
where a lot of people like to do is right there on in the center, pretty much in the center of the screen where Bandit's sitting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you throw the K charge in the top right corner there,
Mm.
it actually catches the wall there, and then the other one you can go throw underneath that electrical box,
Oh yeah.
and then you can't actually open that wall up. You can't get rid of the K charges.
15 seconds remaining.
I see you guys just completely opened up the
10
construction
seconds to
wall.
go.
there, Tom.
5 seconds
Yeah, because
Did
normally
you
our
not play
strategy.
mute? And you
No, we
can
didn't play mute. Yeah, right. Like stuff like that. Normally, we are playing heavy
Attackers need to
construction.
locate
That's
and
why
defuse
that setup
bomb.
is there, right? But because of the way that they attacked originally, right? We didn't need to,
Yeah.
and that's why we didn't play the mute and stuff like that. You see, if you look at this is exact roam, right? It's still a roam. It's still a like SSG type roam, but it's completely different from what we played against OG.
10
Mm.
seconds
Yeah.
left before insertion.
What was the strat against
There's
OG? I
some
can't remember.
similar aspects. Like it was a lot more roam heavy. We had a line of sight all the way from bottom main stairs into blue, and we basically played pancake downstairs on his own.
Mm.
And we just played it much more aggressively. And then here we saw, oh no, right, that doesn't work as good. And so we changed it, right?
Mm.
Through like especially with like 3 tournaments coming up, you can't just oh yeah, wait, we just played that map twice. We're gonna ban it. Instead, I prefer using we just played it twice, so they think they know. But in the
Just
end,
big brain them.
right, we change everything.
Yeah. I guess to an extent it would happen. I mean, work because.
I mean, the defense on defense it worked, right?
Yeah.
Attack, we just like it's just what happened in this entire game, like in the entire finals. We just didn't play well.
Mm.
It comes down to that.
Well, it's like I can't remember who I was saying it to the other day. You can have the best strats in the world, but at the end of the day, if the players aren't hitting their shots, it's not going to make a difference. You can have the best strats in the world, but at the end of the day, it still comes down to who's hitting their shots and who's not hitting their shots.
You can have Shaz and not win.
Yeah.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Shaz doesn't actually make a lot of strats.
Oh yeah.
He's more of a mental coach, which is also right. Like if you think about it,
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
players, especially at a high level, know more what's up, right? What is good, what is not.
Yeah, they can kind of make the strats on their own.
I don't agree there.
Hmm.
I think coaches still like have much more of a view of the game than the players itself.
I think
Because
the
players,
one,
they don't, like, imagine a fragger, he would create a strat where he can just frag out, but he wouldn't think of really.
You kind of need a
Well,
mediator in
thing.
that sense.
Yeah. So like,
I think
you can make the strats as a coach, but then like your players say, okay, that doesn't work, that works, and then you switch it up a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
that's
the
how
main idea is still from the coach. Obviously, there are some really good players.
that's how I've always done it as my coaching. What I do is I get a basic starting strat. We try it out. We do things, and the players say, "Oh no, I don't think this is gonna work. Let's try this rather." And we change it a bit, or
that is also how I do
Yeah.
it, right? That
In my
is
opinion, yeah.
that is how it's done.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, right? Like, I think if the team isn't good mentally, that's a bigger deficit than if they have bad strats.
yeah.
Mm.
No, because look, you can play default strats and still win if you guys are playing well.
Attackers are
Oh yeah, I
moving.
wanted to
Locate
catch
a
what
bomb
happened
and
here. Is this the same one Dropshot used?
He used a similar one, just a bit more to the right, and with where you could see better into the store.
Yeah. That spawn kill was absolute bullshit. Like, I mean, right? Like the rules say yes, like it's legit. There's nothing to say about that. But the guy spawned in and died.
Yeah. You see, look, I'm gonna take my OG boys side here and just say the spawn peak was completely legal.
I mean, it
According to the rules,
was, but
Attackers have
it
recovered their
was
diffuser.
Yeah.
like, yeah. Like, Dropshot didn't count to 2 seconds and then shoot. He shot as soon as the guy, like as soon as he saw the guy, right?
Yeah. Actually, I can't remember exactly how he did it. 'Cause I wasn't watching. I just looked up. I was looking at a piece of paper and I looked up and I just saw the person die.
Dead person, yay.
Yeah.
One thing I've seen a lot in SSH, especially with the stat I told you yesterday of Empire only winning like 40-something% of the rounds on defense where they get the opening kill. In SA, if you get the opening kill, you're almost guaranteed to get the round.
I mean, it comes down a lot because the same thing happened to us yesterday on Chalet. I think it was even worse. Like 20% of rounds with opening kills, you lost. I mean, like you lost 80% of the rounds where you got the opening kill.
Yikes.
And well, I don't know why that
Attackers dropped
happened.
the diffuser.
Usually, it should be the way around.
Okay, here we go. Sorry to interrupt you. What are Bravado doing here? 4 people sitting in the tunnel.
They don't have a heart destruction.
But still, 4
Like,
people sitting in the tunnel.
yes, that is wrong, right? That is wrong.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
But like your heart destruction gets fragged, right?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, but still.
You need
try-
to push
try
somewhere
main.
and. Right, yeah. To be honest, I also don't know what they're doing right here.
I
I mean, they get a
Locate
kill,
a
right?
bomb.
Then
Attackers
yeah.
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
You see, that is the second time we went there. Like the first time, we also should have won, right? It's just gunfights that we lost.
Yeah.
And like from my perspective, the opening kill doesn't matter in Siege. Like, yeah, like to some extent it matters, of course,
Defused by attackers.
but it's not as important as people think it is. Because now instead of having a guy having to just sit on drone and watch a flank, you have a dead guy sitting on drone and watching a flank, right?
Yeah. Is it, yeah, because in the first phase...
I mean,
You
depends.
have-
I think getting an opening kill on, like, as a defender and an attacker is much stronger than an attacker and a defender. Because
Yeah.
like you have a dead guy, but how likely is that you already set up all the drones? Like depends, of course, how late the
Yeah.
opening
10
deaths
seconds
happen.
Yeah, that's
It's likely-
exactly
Yeah.
that's exactly what
5
it comes
seconds
down
left.
to, right? If you spawn kill a guy, that is good, no matter what, right?
Attackers' objective is to
Yeah.
locate a bomb and
It's just spawn killing an attacker is better than spawn killing a defender.
Yeah. But if you kill your first attacker at 1 minute left, at that point the attacker should
Yeah.
already be dead, right?
Yeah.
Like the entry should like die or get the first kill within the first minute,
Yeah.
or maybe first 1.5 minutes.
I think it's like nowadays it's like so unlikely that things like that happen.
Yeah.
Like a lot of rounds already end on the first when the first minute hit, like last minute hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as often that you see it going to the full time anymore.
It depends heavily on region. I think in EU, it still comes down to
Yeah.
that a lot.
But I think as well EU, it's a lot. I don't know why I get this opinion when I look at EU, but when I that was actually a smart play they were. Also, I'm not gonna lie.
Right, and now that is
Yeah.
something that Sosa struggled with a lot. That when he gets a kill, he gets scared.
Yeah.
Right? If he does a silly play, he gets scared and he runs away. Right? If he just stuck in billiards, they would have had to use so much time and utility to clear him. Right?
What do you want to say about the EU, by the way?
Yeah. So does it?
Hello. Is it?
Died.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, was it me having issue or what?
No, I don't think so.
Some scan. Oh, his camera on my side went down as well. I think he's having a big issue.
Oh shit, and came back maybe.
Attackers
Last
located
minute.
a bomb.
What do you guys think is gonna happen once like SI maybe happens with the regional play?
What do you
I
mean, like,
have
how do you
no
see this?
idea,
Yeah.
and I think nobody has an idea.
Yeah.
Right? Like people saying, NA is so much more structured than EU. Like EU doesn't know how to do stuff, and they can't hold a gun, right? I think all of that stuff won't matter. In the end, it will just be who's the better team. Strategy won't matter. Like who's the better fraggers won't matter. It's just who
Defenders, protect your
wins.
bombs from being
And that's what
defused by
matters,
attackers.
right? Like
Well,
I
that's
don't
the
think
thing.
there's a I don't think there will be a clear separation. Like EU is better, NA is better. It's just the matchups, right? I mean, if you look at NA at the moment, like the teams that are on top are so different, right? Than
Bro,
what you would
I
expect.
don't know what's going on in NA this season.
Right, right. TSM isn't even in the top 4,
TSM and SSG aren't in top 4.
and neither is DZ, right?
It's so
Like,
whack.
if we look at all the invitational teams, like, how many of them are playing good right now?
Almost none.
Nip is playing bad.
Just
Then
honestly, just BDS.
Seconds remaining.
I think BDS is the only really good one that didn't change anything.
Attackers are
Then we have
heading out
Cloud9
towards
on
the bomb.
APAC. But like all the other teams probably downgraded. Except maybe Liquid. Oxygen I think went up, but the rest all downgraded generally.
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
the tractor
Oxygen
team.
wasn't that good of a team, right?
They were literally the tractor
like-
team. Like they were just a meme basically.
Like all the top teams that would you expect, oh they're gonna win now. All are not that good anymore except BDS. And that's why this side will be really interesting.
My
If it
PC
happens.
just decided that it was time.
Hello,
to
welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, my PC decided it was time to install a Windows update.
That's what happens when you just say keep updating later.
The thing is,
Sometimes it catches up to you.
I always set like a date for it, so it does it when I'm not busy, and I forgot to change the date.
Oh, what happened? Yeah, why is it so zoomed in? I like this. Why do I
What
like
you
this?
understand about EU?
I was gonna say, recently for me, it's been a lot. It seemed less structured. If that makes sense. Yeah, it seems a lot more like the players are more taking it as it comes and a lot less structured. Like they're seeing, oh, they're doing this. Okay, let me just try this quickly. Like not really going for more structured stuff. But I don't know if it just comes down to the fact that the utility isn't as heavy anymore. So now they're just trying to go for frags or what.
I think in a competition, right, where you have a Shaiko, where you have a Blur, where you have a Citizen and Virtue, right, who can
Yeah.
just win gunfights, right, that are not supposed to be won, being structured is very difficult. Because if a guy can just walk into your setup and kill 2 people, what's even the point of being structured, right?
Yeah.
But like, the thing is, like, you need to think about it. Like, everyone who's on the top level is like pretty good mechanically skilled. Like,
I mean, yes, but then there is clear differences, right?
The
Yeah,
attackers
but like,
diffuser has
Let's
been
be
don't
honest,
have-
like, not to be rude to the players, but let's be honest, Shaiko versus Canadian.
but Canadian was like hard support.
Yeah.
So hard
But
to compare.
you've got to, it's a hard comparison, but at the same time, when you look at the gun skill though, these are both top players, yeah. And it's the same as well. Even if I compare Shaiko with who can I compare him with Cryan? Cryan is not a bad player at all, but I'm gonna say Shaiko's got. more
You would have
mechanical
to
skill.
compare like Shaiko with like probably Folds, who else isn't SSG and what's so much NA. But like their entry fraggers, they're like not huge of a difference.
Yeah.
And like people will struggle as soon as they face really structured teams. Because like this NA teams, they know how to play against these random weird players. Like just look at Oxygen, they struggled for so long. Like I mean the top 2 right now probably because of, or top 1, because of DZ and SSG playing bad, not because of their playstyle actually.
Yeah. I was very surprised when I saw DZ lost. I think it was to Beast Coast.
Yeah.
I was very surprised
I
when
mean,
that happened.
in NA League, like every matchup was 50-50, I think.
Yeah, except for the XZ matches.
Yeah, except for those.
But even then, like towards the end, they started playing a lot better.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens, right? If you get
Yeah.
smashed, you get better.
But what do you think it is then with NA and their fraggers just not showing up? Like, how?
I think it's less of a fragger showing up. I think it's just NA play slower, in my opinion.
5 seconds
They play a lot
left
more
before
structured and a lot slower.
I mean, yes, right? But when you actually VOD review a lot of them, they still make massive mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And maybe their structure is better, right? But if a guy just gets double kill, and I think EU, like, in EU, more people just get double kills, right?
But
Like,
is
if
it,
you think
that's
about
the
if you-
question, like will the same happen against NA teams?
I'm not sure, but if you look at someone like Grixer, right? He has been performing very well, and he's basically carried Sonics, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the team is good, but he just has that ability to kill guys,
Yeah.
right? And if you're super structured, you need all those pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? Like that someone cannot play aggressive, or like
No, I mean if you have like an execute where
Yeah.
you have like a Ying and like all those smokes and all those pushes and all those crossfires, right? And then while you're setting that up, a Grixer just walks into an angle and wins a gunfight, and then off of that kills a guy with a smoke in his hand. It's very difficult to be as structured. That's why I think in NA, the more structured teams, right? The DZs, the SSGs, they haven't performed well because the less structured teams just won more gunfights.
But just look at Mirage. As soon as Grixer didn't perform, yet it didn't perform on the top level, they got
Attackers
7-2.
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Yeah.
Yes,
And Mirage
exactly,
is someone
right?
with, I would say, like the worst gun skill of the whole NAL league. And like,
Yes,
also
right.
structure
if-
doesn't mean like you have like 5 men alive. Structure means more like you know for every situation you know how to properly deal with it.
Yeah.
You planned that beforehand, and like structure also means like you
Attackers
see an
recovered the
opportunity but
diffuser.
you don't instantly take it. You look out like
Yeah,
is it
you
actually
plan
worth it.
around that like opportunity. Like, right? I'm not saying that like all of the NA teams are like super structured, because if you look at someone like TSM, right? They have some structures, but they're also just fraggers, right?
Yeah.
Like every one of those guys can hold a gun.
I mean, G2 at this point in time.
G2
Like-
are in a very strange situation to me with.
Right?
Well,
G2
yeah.
is if their fraggers show up, they're an absolute menace, and when they don't, they lose.
G2's
Right.
also.
But do you think-
weird thing? Like, if you look at their old fraggers, okay, look how it used to be. You guys used to have Cancel on the entry frag, and he was insane on the entry frag.
Now
I mean,
he's
same with Uno. He was also like.
Yeah,
now
he was
they're
insane,
flex
and then
sports.
recently they've both been struggling. It's only the past couple of games again where they've been doing positive. Before that, they've had negative KDs for the longest time.
Yeah. Because like, from what I think, right, is that in this current meta, creating opportunities through just winning gunfights is very important.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
That's why, like, BDS, right? They're not very structured, but they
Not
just
at all.
win gun.
No,
I
I
mean,
think
they
they're probably
do.
one of the most structured teams. Like they do the same things again and again the same way. That's structure for me.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but
yes,
it-
right. They are structured in that regard. But the base, like, they are structured, but around getting frags, right? That's
Look,
their
I-
structure. They
I
know,
think-
hey, if I like every gunfight that Shaika takes isn't a 50-50. It's a 30-70, right?
Yeah.
But it's
And-
Shaika, so it's a 50-50.
5 seconds.
I think if you want to look at what was a really structured team, if you go back to the older Empire, back when Empire was still doing insanely well, when they were looking, when it was
Yeah.
pretty much, when all the fights were pretty much between them and G2, how structured they were then.
Empire were one of the most structured teams. I mean, think their consulate attacks were like a cookie cutter,
I mean,
literally.
they were the same, right? Every time.
Yeah.
You couldn't even deny it. They did the same thing over and over again. You knew
Who-
if you saw joystick, you knew he's going to play this exact spot.
This is a really deep reference, but if one of you were watching Year 1, Season 3 or 4, there was this one team that literally, like, they planned out their entire attack and defense literally by the clock. No matter what the other team would do, they would do the exact same thing exactly at the same time in the round. I don't know if any of you can remember them. I think they played in EU. I for the life of me, I can't
don't
remember the name.
exact team,
No.
but yeah, like they just said, okay, at 1 minute 53 seconds, you'll hold this angle for 12 seconds.
Yes.
Can you go back to where did Rowan die from?
Yep. Let me go
We
back.
should go back to the game, I think.
I think they got picked by radio window. No,
Where did he die from?
dropped.
Oh,
Oh,
unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, right.
that's a mixture of unlucky and a bit of drone work there.
I mean, no, he knew he was there, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what he opened up. Now the issue there is, right, like, to criticize my own team, right? They knew there was a guy there. Now structure, Rowan would say, hey, AML, come here, I'll open this up, you shoot the guy.
Mm.
There's no way for Melusi to win.
It's
Right?
not structure, that's just teamwork.
I
That's
mean, yeah,
teamwork,
that's
yeah.
teamwork, but it's also, right, that mentality of not just taking gunfights.
No, like, I don't agree with that.
What do you do
Like-
with that? Wait. Oh, the Melusi, sorry. I didn't catch that.
See here.
In
Oh
the
yes,
end, I think-
the Ash charge didn't get the mute jammer.
Yeah,
This
this
was the
round
round.
was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, you
Right.
guys rotated someone down later on to get it.
Yeah, but there was just
What did you ask
miscommunication.
Richard before?
Hmm?
They tried Ash charging over the wall, but it was out of the range of the Ash charge.
Yeah.
They just didn't
And
get
we
it.
also, again, didn't bring any nades, right?
Why don't you play Sledge?
I don't know. Like, it comes down to Rowan mid-round deciding, I'm gonna pick a buck.
See,
Right?
at the moment, especially after they took Sledge's nades away,
Bucks.
I'd say 80% of the time, if you're going to choose between a buck and a sledge, take the sledge rather.
Yes, I agree. This buck is just there for vertical, right? If we got stock control early in the round and then worked from there, like, the buck is 100% worth it, because you can still,
15 seconds remaining.
right? It's a missed smoke, like.
But look, Buck's never a bad choice. It's just that if I have to choose between him and Sledge, I'd rather take the Sledge at the moment. with the
I
unit.
mean, between a buck and a sledge, I pick a Yana most
See.
of the
Okay,
time.
yeah, sure.
See, but you forget it's a Rowan and he just loves Buck. I remember I was in a
Yeah,
Discord
right.
with him and he's opening up his esports packs and he just screams at the top of his lungs, "My dona, ek soek net die fucking Buck uniform."
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Right now we're adapting to playing the sledge.
See, here you guys did well. You had 3-3 split on defense, which isn't bad. Especially on Clubhouse, I think it's decent.
No,
split
we
for
had a
Clubhouse now.
4-2.
Or it's a 4-2 split, sorry.
split.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a good split for Clubhouse, in my opinion, since you started on defense.
Yeah. But on attack, right, it's just the issues of miscommunication and
10 seconds remaining.
bad picks. Not being 100% comfortable within the team. And that's how you
moving out
lose,
to
right?
locate a bomb and defuse it.
See, I don't agree with what Minted did there. To be honest, in my opinion, you should actually be juggling that election ball.
You can also place it in a way where it doesn't get cut
Yeah.
lead.
There's so many better ways you can
Attackers
place that.
located a bomb.
Do that. You can juggle it. You can place it somewhere else.
I really think Bravado, if they get a coach in the next month or two, gonna play a lot better. Small things.
It's small little things, yeah.
Who is it that does most of it for them?
Divan,
I
I
think
believe.
Divan.
Yeah, I believe it's Divan who does the strats.
From what I've heard though, is they don't really drive, right?
We don't either.
Yeah, right. But like that,
It's like really important.
The
Dry
problem
running is really
with dry running is very important now. I'd love to be doing dry runs, but my team get bored with the moment you find.
right? But
Ooh.
dry running isn't just
Yeah,
like setting up your strat over and over. Isn't the best use of dry running, right?
Yeah, you-
Everybody should know their strats. That's the player's job,
Yeah.
right? You can write out the strat on a paper, and the player should know what to do, right?
yeah.
Dry running
you
is
can name the strat,
more-
and the player should know where to put his stuff, where to go.
Yes, exactly, right. But
What
that's
angle to open
that's not dry running as a team, or at least not
Yeah.
what I.
Don't
As a
know.
team, dry running, you need to dry run scenarios like what do we do in this scenario, what do we do in that scenario,
Yeah,
like specific attacks, right? Where are the good smoke placements? What angles should I watch if this guy plays it? Because in a scrim, you just don't have the control to set everything.
yeah.
up.
The problem is that in a scrim, the moment you start talking about that, you start losing focus on other things, and then you aren't able to test everything you want to test in the scrim because you're too focused on other things now.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I love the zoomed in camera thing that happens.
I don't know why it happens though.
I think
Siege, be siege.
if you switch a player that was like in a scope,
I mean, test. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
then onto a drone.
Let me see. Other ones on the drone. Oh, no.
See, those are good smokes actually. Well,
Wait, what?
I mean, no, but
the
also
one-
like
the one that
there's a
covered the door
lack
was-
of drones, right?
yeah.
What does AK player do?
Nothing, apparently.
I don't know.
You see, that smoke
Kinda.
was right on the valve, which I like.
See,
Right?
wait.
No, but like you can cross through the door and
Yeah.
not be smoked, right? And the one isn't even on the rotate. Like
I don't know where
right?
What is Jaeger doing?
I don't know why the AK player isn't swinging. It's such a free kill.
Just watch. Be watching.
Oh,
Oh!
he didn't see.
I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. Bro, no way. What the
Oh
hell?
no! Oh no! I'm sorry, Tom. That must be horrible to watch.
That is really bad to watch.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But like, if you look at the whole finals weekend, right? 2 days before the finals weekend, James had to go to Cape Town for personal reasons, and so
Attackers
I
have
scrimmed
located
with
a
the
bomb.
team.
Yeah, I
Right.
still remember that last minute scrim where you ended up hopping in.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at how much of like the background you can see in this map. Because with the in-game observer,
Damn, actually.
because in-game observer you can't see the angle doesn't go this deep. I've never seen the detail in the back there. Damn.
It's actually just entire city.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
What if there's a way to glitch out the map and run around in there?
Oh, I wish. No, the
5 seconds left.
the
before
floor like
insertion.
ends outside.
Sure.
I mean, there's also just like if you leave a certain area, you just die within 10 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Like it's the same on plane, right? You can just walk into the distance, but you
Eventually.
just die.
Tom, you guys obviously Frost, Pogmat has seen a surgeons, but
Yeah.
you guys were the first SA team to use it. What kind of spurred it on?
You don't need to play smoke shotgun anymore. You can play the FMG. You don't need to smoke, right? And she brings the shield, and the shotgun, and the 1.5. Right?
Yeah, I've been I've been playing Frost for years at this point, just because I get easy kills. But I guess that's not why the pros use it.
Yeah, no, look, Frost is a really good op because one, her
What
gun
the
is.
fuck is Eri doing?
What?
Where's
Wait,
Eri?
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Wait,
Go to him.
Eri and like,
And to be honest, right? What is he doing?
What do you mean? He's just vibing here.
Yeah, right. Why is he on cam? Why is he?
What does
doing that?
vibe mean to you?
No.
oh,
Stop
oh,
that.
I was stripping. I thought,
Yeah.
oh my god, I thought that he was looking at an attacker,
Uh,
and I was like, this guy's inside and doesn't shoot.
But like to go back to the Frost thing, like I don't think Frost is a bad op because look, she's got what Mozzie used to have, where you've got that secondary shotgun.
Mm.
She's got, frankly, it's a above average gun. It's got no recoil. You've got the 1.5 sight in it.
Yeah.
It hits hard. Plus the frost mats which do catch people out. So like,
I think it's like honestly a good replacement for smoke.
yeah.
Like, the best replacement for smoke you can find. If you don't care about the smoke canisters that much.
Yeah, if you're looking purely from a gunplay standpoint, let's assume take the smoke cannon out of the equation. She's probably
Like,
the best replacement.
I mean-
before, like, you already used to play smoke just because of the shield shotgun thing.
But
yeah, exactly.
Tachanka, was he allowed in the WLE 10K?
Bomb diffuser has
He was, but
Why
I think,
didn't anyone
which
play
pro-
him?
Which Pro League game was it the other day? I think.
It was BDS, so it was on this map.
Yeah, I think it showed it right there. Is that he isn't as fully as a viable of a replacement.
attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
He's never a replacement for smoke, right?
Attackers have dropped the
He's
bomb
only
diffuser.
good in addition.
Yeah.
I think the reason why Tachanka isn't played, or at least for our team, right? We thought about bringing
Attackers recovered
Tachanka,
the diffuser.
but it's just what do you not have instead, right?
Yeah,
Do you not play a second shield? Do you not play a Melusi? Do you not play like in this defense lineup, right? Okay, let's say you replace the Frost with a smoke. You still have the shotgun, right? And then who do you replace with Tachanka?
Like, if you wanna play Tachanka, you would probably like wanna play instead of smoke. But like, it's
No,
not,
I
smoke is 10
disagree
times
with
better than Tachanka.
Yeah, this. My opinion about it is that Tachanka's in a weird state where there's just better picks.
Do you think?
Other options you've got up there.
Do you think if major nerfs come to the defensive side, he'd get a higher pick rate?
Attackers are
Like-
I think just with time, people trying to actually use him in scrims and stuff like that, that will make Tachanka better, right?
Yeah. Look,
Because the
look at-
only way to like where he is actually good is in combination with smoke.
Yeah.
Other than that, it doesn't really matter. And you
think
still need the wall denial, right? That's just something you need. Like in this lineup, the only person to replace would maybe be the Jaeger with the Tachanka.
But like, also, it's not like you deny any plan. Like what do you want to do with Tachanka? Like,
Yeah.
the smokes you can buy 10 seconds. Like, it's much bigger the range. It's much longer.
I remember when it
can-
was like just released, people were doing the trick shot stuff where they do like a wall denial with him. I'm so sad that it's just not used anymore. I really thought it might actually be viable.
There's just better options. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not reliable.
Yeah, it's like with the Alter Chunker, I'm not gonna lie, on Theme Park I did actually once come up with a strat with the Alter Chunker.
I had quite a few Tachanka strats.
And I just
Coastline, theme, Villa had a few.
But I actually came up with a Tachanka strat that we just never. I was just sad because we never got to use it. Because even the boys we looked at were like, yeah, this could actually be viable for like a one-time strat.
Aww.
But then
We weren't
never
blessed
got to
with
use it. And that's what I think that was during like that weird time in SAC where for some reason our theme park was just godlike. I'm not gonna lie.
Tom, Villa,
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
why?
Why are we so good on it?
Yes.
Because it's such a simple map, right? Like in my team, everyone knows what to do at all times, and our defense strats, they change so minutely, and they're just good, right? And so it's just a comfortable, like every single one of my players is comfortable and good on Villa.
Yeah.
Like before the 7-0s, we don't scrim Villa. We don't.
I remember you going into the 7-0 against Meraki, you said you hadn't scrimmed it at all.
I mean, what happened there is Ron was like, dude, I can't find the strat on the drive right now. Let's just do ranked.
No way.
Yes. we played ranked strats, right?
Oh, no.
Like the strats were basically the strats we had written down, right? Because that's just like those are like the good strats.
Yeah.
We just said, yeah, let's just run, and then we win 7-0. And then like against OG, right, in the quarterfinals,
Oh no.
you have it against us, and I mean there we just it's the same strats that we've always had, and we're like, why did they allow Villa?
It was a stupid mistake on my part, and I did apologize to the team after this. Where basically, I forgot that it was ATK that we were playing. I pretty much just looked at it from like a statistics point of view, where I was like, okay, Villa's actually a pretty decent map for us on the stats. So the stat sheet saying this is a good map for us, and we were choosing between I can't remember what the other map was that in Coastline. So like, but Coastline statistically hasn't been that good for us recently. So let me just go with Villa, and that was the stupid. And then I realized during the match, like, wait, this is ATK, not the other teams.
I mean, to be honest, right, I don't know why we're so good on Villa. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because from your perspective, it's not like you put in a lot of time for strat or anything. It's just the players.
No, but everyone just knows what to do and we win.
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to it, Siege isn't all that complicated. If everyone on your team is comfortable and knows what to do,
It's like Fabian said back
you
in the
will
day.
win.
If he had 5 clones of himself, he'd win every round.
Fabian has a lot of opinions.
But I kind of
think
agree with it.
in
Like
general-
if you
in
completely
general-
understand your teammates, 100%, you would win most rounds.
in the past, maybe in this current meta, I don't think so, because it relies heavily upon creating space, and you just need like, how do I say this nicely? Dumb players.
Yeah.
They're not actually dumb, right?
Yeah.
But they
They
just
make the brain dead.
The risky
they
players.
don't care about the what should I do.
Yeah.
5 seconds to go.
I
Right?
get
They
you.
just do something, and then they have the aim to back that up, and they win.
It's like I was talking to Dropshot the other day, and he was saying, "Give me a." And I was saying to him, "If we have a team of 5 drop shots, how do you think it would go?" I was just thinking it's gonna be Swarm Peak Central every round.
I think him in the Raving Mad Gamers finals on Consulate, it would be that, but 5 people.
5 people doing 360 no scopes.
Yes, exactly.
To be honest, one thing that I dearly miss from all of the Sede tournaments is interviews.
I know. I
Interview the
know.
player after game. Interview
they-
the
they-
coach
they just-
before game.
yeah, they
Why
just did
is
Demon
that
over
not a
this
thing?
Bro, you know, Okay, let me just see what the ML
But
did here.
the VLE did do it last year after every match, but then they just stopped this year.
Yeah,
I mean, same with U League, right? I don't know if NA does it.
I don't think they do.
I think EUL started this week, but like, why did it ever
Oh, no,
stop?
no, no, no. They do always interview except if it's like overtime.
Yeah.
NA League.
Both NA and EU and APAC
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
everything.
EU they do the interviews, but the problem is EU the interviews a lot of the time that the players just don't even respond properly. They just give like yes no answers.
We just need Fabian again, let's be honest.
I mean, yes, but like, I like even if the answers are bad, right? Even if the answers are stupid, it's still better than not having an interview.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like, right, the old Tempra Esports, they were a good team. I cannot name a single player,
P4, Shinka.
not one. Yeah, I mean, if I'd really think about it, maybe.
Attackers
Yeah.
recovered the bomb
Like,
diffuser.
I don't care. Right?
I have to agree with you, and it's like the only reason I know who P4, right, I can like off the top of my head remember who P4 is because as a G2 fan, I know whenever we play against them, for some reason he just shows up.
But I mean, that's also because like they didn't play during any LANs.
Yeah.
So like LANs is where you mostly like get to know.
I mean, what happened
players.
to them is very sad.
Yeah, it is kind of BS.
Diffuser has been
Went to
dropped.
Tempera and then yeah.
Yeah.
Seconds remaining.
Speaking of lands, I'm actually very curious to see how the SA community
Yes.
will be in lands because everyone knows that it's very different.
Yeah, I'd just be even more fun to meet everyone, honestly. But
I can tell you now, Dropshot's going to walk around with a balaclava on his head. And he's not going to want anyone to see his face.
Odin, if there are LAN finals again in APAC, will you be flown out?
Yes, well,
Actually,
you can, you know,
yeah.
obviously. Coach.
Yeah. Oh, like I'm just
you
wondering.
stand there in your suit behind the 5 players on their PCs, just looking oh so grim.
Just occasionally gives them like a little fist bump.
That's where we round this throw.
Every round they throw, you slap on the back of the head.
Just clap him on the back of the head.
Like
what are you
out
doing?
of nowhere, like the mid talk, boom.
5 seconds left before insertion.
But actually on the trend of you guys asking where the interview's gone, I don't want to sound snarky or anything, but any improvement that has been made in terms of the South African viewer experience has been me. Literally everything. Like the top, I don't know what I try to point to things, but like the replay system, interviews afterwards I introduced with the African R6 League stuff, like I don't know, I just did so much work for TOs over the past few months. Like I taught them how to use OBS and Ninja, all that stuff. It's really weird.
I mean, and you did great, right?
No, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to
I
you.
just-
You've done well.
Aw.
I mean, honestly, it's sad. Like, there's so much potential for every like league, but like nothing is made out of it. Just
Yeah.
people playing is not enough.
Yeah.
I think the problem in SA at the moment is that it isn't big enough. 3 teams fighting for the tournament and the other teams just kind
Yeah.
of being there isn't what's needed. You need
I mean,
more teams.
didn't the upper bracket grand final, right? Us against Bravado.
Yeah.
Didn't that have like a lot of viewers?
100.
It had like
The all-time biggest we've ever had for an SA game was Meraki Major Finals 250, I think.
You sure? Because like I think one of my players said there were like 300 people watching or something like that.
No, I literally had the stream stats. I was running the stream. I can. I have a photo of it.
Grand final are like 600 now. I think.
Yeah, yeah. So like a lot of individual people, just not a lot of concurrent viewers. People drop by, but they don't really stay, I
But
guess.
you see, as well, I think it's down to a lack of promotion as well. The moment you have a league, it'll go up because you'll have
Yeah.
proper promotion for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think honestly, like a league is something what South Africa needs, like a consistent thing to watch.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea what the bracket was for this
A bomb
league.
has
I
been
know
located.
what it was called. Like I had no idea.
I
And
mean,
for
they
like
also
so many
didn't have
people.
like a website or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like
Like
this needs to,
I
yeah.
tried to see what the bracket looks like, and I couldn't.
You know,
I
it's
had
really,
to
but
I
with the
had to
middle-
make Rowan ask the TO, and then we got sent an Excel sheet.
Yeah, the same as me. And you know, it's like with the middle state one. What really irritates me about middle state is if you aren't on the middle state roster, like I'm not on the roster for the team, you can't see the match order, like the match played as an order.
Oh yeah.
So you have to get someone else to go and look at it for you.
I guess, like, I guess that's my job then to make it more viewer friendly. But like, how?
I think like
I
what
mean,
you need is
make
actually like
the
a Twitter.
TO.
Yeah.
I
Twitter
want
just
to.
with a picture of the fucking bracket. That's like
Yeah,
what you need.
I used to
Like
do that
one
back with the
Twitter for all South Africa though. Like
yeah, I used to do
when
it
we have this.
with the African
Yeah.
R6 League.
And as well, can SATOs, while we're on this topic, please start organizing tournament dates better, so we don't have
Yes,
tournaments
please.
sitting on top of each other.
You see, but that's kind of that was both WLE
Like,
and
like it's not that hard. Can someone just set up like a Google Calendar thing somewhere?
just.
I will even do.
I
will do it
actually,
for them.
actually, I think I'm making a note of that right now because I just want like one admin from each Siege TO to just like it doesn't have to like spoil anything. Just the management guys organize something. I actually think I'm gonna take that
I'll
up
even
now.
do all the dates for them. Just give me dates that you're thinking
like-
of something. I'll go and make sure it's not clashing with something.
But why don't they just like do it together? Like it's so
Yeah.
much useful. Like there's no use to every 2, 3. I don't know how fast it is now, but like it used to be like you play one tournament, 2 weeks later there's another tournament.
Yeah.
Like it's not interesting like that because it's completely.
I think what needs to happen in SA is one of these TOs needs to take charge in the thing.
You know, I've thought of
needs to
so
say-
long
yeah.
of making my own tournament. Like,
Needs to- but I think what needs to happen is it needs to be a TO needs to take charge, set up a league that runs throughout the year, so you can have different stages in the league, and then the other TOs can organize tournaments in between like the stages of the league, so like majors and stuff like that.
yeah.
I think that's what needs to happen.
Do you like? I genuinely have thought about it. Do you think if I ran my own league, it would like have?
The
Anything.
issue with SA is that there is just a very small prize
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah.
The problem is if you wanted to run a league like that, you're going to need sponsors and a lot of money for that because that's going to run expensive.
Yeah.
And then there's
All the
also
leagues-
right because the people don't actually like Siege isn't the people's job, right? Like all of the players, it's not their job.
Mm.
And so you can't have a league where there's multiple play days a week. Like I mean you can, but like this tournament was run exclusively on weekends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
And
what
then
I-
between between the quarterfinal and the upper bracket grand final, there were 3 weeks, I think,
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
was
There's
Easter
the
in
Easter
between,
weekend that we took off.
Yeah.
right? And that's just like it's very weird.
Yeah, I think what needs to happen is
I think the league is still playable. Like you don't need to
Yeah.
play like 2 times a week. One time a week is enough.
yeah,
Mhm.
you, can,
Yeah.
you, can, you can do, instead of breaking it up into 4 stages or 3 stages, you can break the league up into 2 stages a year, and have like a gap in between, and then say every weekend for the next 6 weeks each team plays a match. You set up a structure similar to how your pro league is set up, and then in between those stages you can have these other TOs who aren't running the league do like make partnerships and do okay. You guys are running the league. We're going to run the majors in between these things.
Mm.
Then they can have their tournaments. They can have their big prize pool tournaments, and then the league. We can have a consistent league going through.
Yeah. Yeah. Like just thinking about the landscape at the moment, you have WLE, Cinema having the consistent thing, and then just outsource it to Metal State. Big things.
For example, let WLE do your league through the year,
Yeah.
and let Middle State do all these majors, like his Ace, like the upcoming ASUS ROG one.
Yeah.
And then as well, you can still have guys like you can still have fun little things every now and then, like your Saturday Night Siege and your smaller
yeah.
tournaments. You can still have that running adjacent.
Mm. Because I talked to Jess about it as well. Is the question of outside versus inside investment is, to what point will inside investment in a scene ever grow it if you don't get like a Ubisoft investment from the outside? It's kind of capped in a sense where no matter how much internally they put it, if there's not an end goal to really work for outside of the cash prize pool, what is there?
Yeah.
That is also something that plagued us, right? Like motivation.
Mm.
We won like out
You're-
of the last
You're,
9
you're,
tournaments.
you're
we
literally
played,
the best in the country, undoubted,
I mean-
for a few months, but what does it give you outside of cash?
out of the last 9 tournaments, right?
Yeah.
We won 7 of them, and the rest we got second.
I can just say I'm so happy that 2 of those tournaments that they didn't win with from my boys.
No, one we were actually like third, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, right? We have like an 87%. No, wait, what? Like we
Quick
played like
numbers.
300. Like the Liquipedia is insane.
Oh yeah, you guys got the Liquipedia page. It is quite whack. I'm gonna pull that up. ATK Rainbow 6.
I got connected from a player from Italy in the nationals, and it's called ATK.
I've got the page here. I'll send it to you guys individually, unless you have it. It's literally just liquipedia.net/rainbow6/ATK. So
Okay, right. Let's quickly. There's like a list of the wins. Let me just see.
oh, it's got oh wow, they really put an effort in this. I love oh wow. Okay, this is massive. So ever since I'm really bad with months, the 7th month of 2020, you guys played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
I
14,
missed the
15,
first Meraki
16.
major.
Oh wait, I can just stream this in Discord for you guys.
Should probably show it on the actual stream as well.
Oh yeah, probably. Let me make a scene for that quick.
Is that matches played? Was it tournaments played?
So those are matches played.
These are matches played, yeah.
How do I? What's this now? There you go. So, you guys.
Hey,
I
there's
mean,
my boys.
I mean, this is just incredible. You've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They missed the first Meraki major in November.
Yeah. So you guys lost 7 games over this.
They missed.
So
Meraki.
here we go.
One
Here we go.
Meraki major.
Here we go. 46 wins, 7 losses. 86% win
You're
rate.
missing the Meraki major where they lost to Momentum Mori.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
That's not in yet. So if you scroll further down, you'll see it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But like even one more loss, right? It's still
think
like
we
out
won.
of 4.
2 losses there because you went to lower bracket, didn't you?
Still,
Against
though, that's above an
Yeah, no,
80% win rate.
That wasn't double.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was 1 loss there. Yeah, sorry.
Like, just from like a motivation view, right? If you are at the top, it's more difficult if you have nothing to go for, right? And at the same time, it's not like you're earning the big bucks.
Yeah, it's like
It's not like, dude, if I win this World League Esport final, I can buy a Ferrari. Right? It is not that. You get 10k. I mean,
In
you
rand.
get 5k.
You get 5k for first place. That has to be split between your players plus your coach plus your org takes some of the money.
Exactly.
And then in
By
your
the
currency, it's nothing.
And then in the end, out of that money, I can buy myself half a Burger King.
I can buy myself a McDonald's meal.
Oh, no.
Right? I mean, that's just.
But like on the motivation thing, it's like I can say this now because I'm not a part of Titan anymore. Back in the Titan days, after we won those couple tournaments and we were like feeling on top of our game, our only motivation was literally trying to convince bigger orgs
Yeah.
to have a look at us. That was our only motivation.
I mean, just this. What was my question again? Damn it. I completely lost it.
Also, when there's like no big competition, like we have 3-4 teams, I think 3 probably, that are actually like have the possibility to beat ATK, for example, now, and the rest, then no chance. Like if you lose against them, it's like just luck and you guys throwing.
Yeah.
So it's also
I mean,
not
I
fun.
think against. Yeah, I mean, yeah. like even against Bravado, like we lost because we didn't play well, right?
Mm.
It wasn't like against MM, right? Against MM in that Meraki major. We lost because they played better. They knew our strats, they prepared, they won, right?
Yeah.
But like Bravado OG yesterday, no, like OG before that, winning that map, that wasn't because like you played better, but like we just didn't play up to our standards.
Yeah, I get you.
And losing because of that, right, isn't like it's not like against MM when we lost. We were so motivated because like, dude, no way we can lose again like this. There is no way. We started practicing 5 days a week. No, 5 to 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day. Right?
Mm.
That's how much effort we put in. Like before the second Meraki major, we had a week where I had strats prepared for every map, for every site. And we had a week where we scrimmed every day and did dry runs before that. Right? That's motivation, right?
Yeah.
But when you won and like you keep winning and the only time you lose is because you play bad, right?
It's kind of
it's difficult to stay motivated, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't get the appreciation all that much, right?
Yeah.
I think as well. I think this is why it's important that bigger orgs need to start coming in, like Bravado, need to start coming into the scene because that salary for the Regicide boys, that salary they're getting now, that's going to be a bit of a motivation for them to do well.
Yeah. It definitely will be.
And I think that's why it's important that big orgs start getting in here. And I'm glad Bravado did enter now. And there has been an upturn in orgs. Like, look, OG came back. DNMK showed up here. Mist was here, but I don't know what's happening with Mist now.
What the hell happened? I'm still confused.
And there's vibing, which just confuses the hell out of me at this point.
I don't know what they're doing.
The thing what we actually need is like proper like opportunities.
Yeah.
Because like it's not like you make out a living of the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe like the first months we
Like
make some
if
money.
ATK, let's say there was some agreement where, let's say if there was one undoubted best team in SA, they could get a chance in Middle East North Africa cinema if there was a big playoff. Like if you guys had that to play for, and you could go there and show yourself, then bro, the motivation would be insane.
I think all of the big teams, I would be doing it if the opportunity, if Ubisoft came and said, listen, there's going to be a tournament, the team that wins gets to join, say, MENA region with using exit lag or something. I would be 12 hours a day, I'd be sitting in front of my PC working on us.
I mean, right, exit lag. It's just a big yikes.
Yeah.
It's just a big yikes.
They should do something like playoffs like in APAC. But like the top 2 teams of that national just like go there.
Yeah, that's
Like
what.
right now it's difficult, but it was planned to be online, LAN, I think. Pretty sure. So
Yeah.
like they could do something like that.
Something like that.
I mean,
like,
even something like, right, if the best team out of South Africa, like the best, let's say top 3 teams out of South Africa, play against the best, let's say top 3 teams out of Middle East, and then whoever wins that qualifies for EU Challenger League, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Make a kind of national league out of the rest.
Mm.
And then of course, because right, if you look at the current system, right? If any South African org wants to send a team overseas, right? Let's say Europe, right? First, the team needs to either qualify through an open qualifier to Challenge League or qualify to National League. Then win that National League. That National League takes half a year. Then win a full year of Challenger League and then
It's
go
a
to
year.
Pro League.
I'm pretty sure it's not a year.
no, Challenger League got changed to a year now, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's no relegation in mid-season.
Like also EU.
Yeah, relegations only happen once
I
a year
think
now.
so.
I know, but also happened
believe.
before. But like they Challenger League, like I think started like 3
Yeah,
months
that
before the
could
actual.
be that could be that it's 3 months, right?
Yeah.
But then you still need to play qualifier. You
Yeah,
need
yeah.
still need to boot camp like before that, right? You cannot expect a team to go to a completely new scene and win, right? You need to give them some time. And Challenger League, right, doesn't pay. Right, the amount of money required to send a team overseas is just not realistic with the risk attached to it.
Yeah.
Like at least at this moment.
I mean, let's say we do something like they did with the CSGO teams, like Bravado or ATK did. We ship them overseas, and we see if they can have a shot. Even in the current way Pro League is set up, it's going to take them a year and a half, like you said, to
Yeah,
get
but
in
the
there
prob-
in
the-
any
the
way.
problem with the that's what you say. With the current Pro League setup, it's impossible to actually.
I mean, look at MKers.
Yeah,
By any metric, they should have made it into a regular season, and they're still stuck in nationals.
yeah. You can't justify it at the moment to send a
The
SA team
only
overseas.
the only thing you could justify is sending an SA team over for an open qualifier of
Yes.
a major, right?
Yes.
But then that's a big gamble because if they don't make it, then you've lost.
Right,
all
that that is a big gamble, but like it is a big gamble sending a team overseas.
Yeah.
And
I guess,
like
like,
if you look at Bravado and like at ATK, but like both sent like CS:GO teams overseas, right? They did it with the goal of selling that team,
Yeah.
right?
But how did they join like the big leagues? Like, did they also have to play Challenger League or something? Or did it just join?
No, but the thing is, CS:GO.
I
it's
think in
easier to get
CS:GO
in.
there are no leagues. Like yes, there are leagues, but it's not one league, and like through that league you qualify to everything. It's many different tournaments, right?
It's like many tournaments that have like a weekend, say, but then it's similar to SI points where it contributes to the big major that
To the big
Steam
major.
hosts.
Yeah. You see, with CS:GO, it makes more sense because you can do that. You say 6 months. In that 6 months, there's 10 different tournaments, so we've got 10 opportunities to get this team noticed.
Yeah.
In Siege, you don't have that.
I mean, and even right, if you do, like, let's say you go to Pro League, right? You manage to get into Pro League. What are the chances that you're gonna get picked up by a big team? What is
Very
the
little.
chance? What is the chance that some big European org buys from a South African org, right?
Nothing.
Because that, like the South African org, they need to get money.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the share program right now.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
But look at what happened with what's her name, with Reciprocity when Faceit took over from ESL. That team just got dropped and there was no coming back for them.
Yeah.
That was because of the LAN league, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't want to invest that much, so that's why.
So like,
It's just
Yeah.
like the only like APAC teams actually make sense, right?
Yeah.
Because living over there doesn't cost all that much, right?
doesn't cost as much and there's more opportunity. You've got a there's more teams that actually get into it because you've got technically it's 2 leagues in one.
Yeah. And at the same time, like it's unfortunate, but I think the level of Siege is just not as high as EU or NA
Yeah.
or LATAM, right? For that matter. Like as like towards the top, it might be similar. Sorry about that. But towards the bottom, the teams just like aren't all that good, right?
LATAM is actually a really interesting region for me because
They have a
orgs feel
lot of
like they've been
investment.
The same there.
Yeah.
But it feels like the orgs have been the same there forever.
Yeah.
I mean, Brazil has like a huge like Rainbow Six Siege player base, like supports. So like even before the share program, they probably already make a lot of money from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Also, like
Liquid
they
is
don't pay
there.
much. I wonder what the salary is because in APAC it's shit. Like it's really shit. And I think LATAM is probably the same, if not even worse. Depends
I
on the
think
country.
though, right? It always depends, like relative to the purchase power of that salary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you compare, let's say, $1,000 in, I don't know, right? In Thailand,
It's a
right,
lot.
is much more than $1,000 in Germany,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And so you
Yep.
always have to look at it in like there's a reason why like most of the big teams, like Fnatic, FaZe, Cloud9, Liquid, MIBR, Giants, why all of these teams aren't in NA or EU, right?
Mm.
Like,
But listen, like for like teams like Giants, Fnatic not because they are, I know, like they get so much investment, but like Giants, I know what other teams, Cloud9, like they get low salary, and Korea or Singapore is not cheap, so like they paying shit basically compared to Germany, or
Yeah.
like it's not like they don't have to pay because like they live in Thailand. They have to still pay probably the same, or not even, maybe even more expensive than in Europe, with much lower salary.
I mean, yeah, maybe, right?
No, it's like
But
that. Like
then for some reason it is accepted, right?
But the
Mm.
thing is, it's still that concept of $1,000 does get you further there than what it will.
not
in
not
Europe.
not not like like countries
Not
like
in
Singapore, Korea,
Oh yeah, maybe.
Taiwan,
No.
Japan. Like it's like as expensive as Europe, if not even more. But
Mhm.
they still get the low salary. But like they know, like the orgs know they can explode like the people there. It is what it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't like Giants, didn't they work at McDonald's before they could go full pro? Or was it Cloud9?
What's the Arrow? You remember Arrowwolf, who fought off
Yeah.
literally going to the
Yeah.
military?
That's
What
the
happened to
Giants.
them? They're
I
gone
think
now.
that was
Giants.
that is Giants now, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the Giants.
Right, they worked full time at McDonald's and played Siege at the same time at such a high level.
Like that's the same case for us. Like there are players who work full time, and then after the scrim they come home to scrim. I mean, after they work they come home and scrim.
Mm.
Like, and they don't get paid at all.
I mean, I realized like after a month of myself playing in a semi-pro or like semi actually putting in time team, this is going nowhere. Let me just go into the production side. That's the only thing that you could actually kind
Yeah.
of make something happen. I mean, as a player as well, like you guys as coaches have a lot better of a chance than players to make something. I mean, Odin, you joined a pro league team, like it's just I really think as a player there's almost no hope if you're in a backwater region.
No, look, I think especially in the SA region, look, let me put it this way: there's no way to survive with the income from esports in SA.
Yeah.
Even like in Europe, okay, we're seeing tournament prices that like prize pools for tournaments they are huge.
Mm.
Like a $10,000 prize pool there is considered very small.
Yeah.
Here, that is huge. That's bigger than anything we've ever had.
Yeah. One of my thoughts always has been like even if I do something professionally with esports and I say become the next Tech or ZA or whatever, like it's still then, even if you're the biggest tech influencer in South Africa, it's still not enough. You need to become self-sufficient. Like I look to YouTube content creation as literally the only way you can make it, or just Twitch streaming. Like if you aren't self-sufficient in that way, if you keep on working for stuff, it's just not big enough.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, the thing with the SA Siege at the moment, unless something changes with the incomes and stuff here, the best thing a player can do, or coach or something like that, is they can use this for experience to get themselves good, and
Yeah.
then later on in their lives, see if they can make something in another country
Yeah.
or another region
Yeah.
out of it.
I actually wonder, you, Odin, how did you like get to talk to pro league teams?
I
Did you
DM'd them.
just send them an
Oh yeah,
email?
you weren't here when we asked him.
Oh.
You can repeat.
So basically, what happened? I DM'd them around February, January. Like
Yeah.
after 3 months, she's like, "Yeah, I didn't check my Twitter DMs. You can trial." Not that easy, obviously. I had to like convince her to trial me. But like, Honestly,
But like you
a lot of it
basically
is luck.
just hit the enter.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, with everything I've done that's somewhat notable, it's literally just been, oh, let me DM them. Let's see what's the worst that can happen.
You see, I don't think the problem is the orgs aren't actively going to look in South Africa for players and for coaches and for managers.
Yeah.
You're going to have to approach them, and you're going to have to hope that they take the risk on you.
Just play the I'm South African card.
It's like what I was
do
saying.
that.
Don't do
You get this advantage, like if you say yes, South Africa, nah, they don't even answer to you. just, just say you're a player with bad internet. Not attack you.
You're playing with the potato for internet.
Don't have the money to pay internet.
You're using your phone to play. That's what you do.
You're doing
But
it.
it's like I was saying to Dropshot, like obviously I'm in university now, and I'm going to be going to England for university once the borders lift and stuff. And to be honest, I'm not sure whether or not I'll still be coaching then, because for me, with the time it takes with coaching, it doesn't make sense when I'm trying to focus on university to be trying to coach an SA team when I'm not really getting any money from it, nothing from it.
Yeah.
I might as well just go work at a McDonald's there. The hours will be better. I'll be making more money.
Literally.
And I'll have more time to study.
Right, or like
Yeah.
do serve drinks in a pub
Yeah,
or something like
I
that.
can go work as a waiter. I'll make more money.
Whoa, boys! I just panned over to the stream. You want to watch the Twitch stream right now? Kawana is in overtime against BDS. I think they actually have a chance. Yeah, it's going all the way at 7-7 now.
Wow.
What?
Shouldn't you
Wasn't
really want-
BDS one of the teams who like very good?
BDS only has one loss this entire season.
Who did they
That was
lose?
against Navi,
Oh
That
yeah.
was against Navi.
but they're like also like really strong in Oregon, no? Like
Yeah.
they're really strong in
Yeah,
Club
it's-
and Oregon.
But
Chaik was
actually,
literally-
they lost both. Like they already lost one time, Oregon.
Yeah,
So
they
maybe-
lost it against Navi.
Maybe it's not that good anymore. Who knows?
Dude, I want to see like how the players are performing.
I just have a watch party. Should I stream this?
But like on that like topic of the EU thing, like I think like it's like what Dropshot was saying, where he's planning to go to EU once he's done with school and see if he could do something there.
Yeah,
And I think that's probably the best hope for SA players and coaches at the moment. Like it's like I said to him, if I do go there and I continue coaching, I'm going to see if I can maybe, if I do want to continue coaching that side, I'll go for a regional league team, see if I can get in with a regional league team and go from there.
Already try coach. Like, if you want to do something, like try it already. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, do people in CS:GO can actually make a living here in South Africa?
Yeah, but Siege you can't. It's just not big enough here.
Yeah.
but from like it is growing steadily and steadily,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that very glad that Bravado actually came into the scene now, because it's going to help it grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing
same
is, if you
It's
want,
the same with when DNMK came in, OG returned with smaller orgs also looking for teams here, vibing, showing up. It's helping the scene grow.
the thing is, if you want even more, if let's say you want to get Big Five or I don't even know other like White Rabbit or whatever to get in as well, who they're gonna pick up? There aren't enough good teams
Well, at the moment.
At
At the moment, I'm going to sound cocky when I say this, but at the moment, the only three teams I think that are capable of winning tournaments are
Yes.
ATK, Bravado, and OG.
and maybe
no, I sound
Bijou if
cocky.
they get good
And
again.
Maybe Bijou and DNMK. I don't know, because they've just changed their they're changing their roster again, so I don't know what to expect there. So like, it doesn't for them. It's a thing of okay, we're coming in, but all these teams are signed to orgs. So is it worth it to buy a team out of their contract? Probably not.
Yeah.
But also, like, there's not enough like actual good player base.
Yeah.
Like, you have this probably 20 players in the scene that are actually good, and then the rest,
The rest, you get ones who are developing, like you can see them developing,
yeah.
and then there's the rest who as well, I think it's a thing about SA. Esports and SA just isn't.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, right? Just the fact that you can't find a game in
Yeah.
rank.
Yeah, unless you're in gold rank, in gold or lower, it says it all.
Yeah, right. I mean, that also comes to it, like, right? Like, people smurfing is not the play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what happens is a gold player, right, is in gold. Now, during the rankings, he plays against Bravado, let's say.
Yeah, he plays against Bravado, doesn't know it's them. Then he thinks, oh, I'm really bad, decides to go play other games.
And no, not even saying that, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the entirety of Bravado is on their main accounts, right?
Yeah.
He plays against them, he loses, right? He loses some MMR, he ranks in gold. All of them are plat 2, plat 1. Then, like, without throwing any shade, but like, some people hop on a Smurf, or they play with a schoolmate who has an unranked account, right? Then suddenly they play against gold again, and that gold, who should be in gold, drops down to silver.
Yeah.
And then they play with, like, people play with more and more Smurfs because they can't find games otherwise, right?
And you
And
just
then
keep
they-
pushing the players lower and lower and
Like,
lower.
and then because everyone just loses, right?
No way. Come on, boys. It's a 2v2. Come on.
Okay, I really want Kawana to win this.
Yes! Come on. Yes! It's just Shaiko. Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad. It's Shaiko. Yes!
Oh my god.
Grizzly!
Oh, he gets it. He gets it. Oh, damn. That.
Guia shield.
Dude, Kenju is just screaming, "Oh my god!"
Oh, that's so cool.
That is really fucking cool.
Siege since the beginning of the year, since Pro League started since the beginning of this year, has been so weird in the Pro League regions. All the teams are just doing
Yeah.
weird things.
I mean, it's same with CS where
Yeah.
G2 like or the what's a better
G2 doesn't
comparison?
have an opera right now.
Yeah.
Well, look at I'm not surprised that they dropped Kenny because it's been a long time since he was actually in his prime.
Yeah. He's still goated, but not in his
Yeah.
prime.
And I think you can see the change coming the moment they picked up Mika. You can see that they were looking for changes.
Yeah. Do you guys want to keep doing something or?
I think I am gonna yeet. This was really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but thanks, guys. It was actually a lot of fun. Good conversation.
Really fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Good night, guys.
Everyone.
Thanks.